So, where we last left off, you guys had been given a new haven and some new coterie members, quickly fitting in and kind of taking on the responsibility of this new domain. You found out that there was a poacher on your turf, basically, and not only attacking mortals, but not wiping their memories and not even killing them, but just leaving them as they are. You notice that this is a big breach of the masquerade, and now it is on your footstep. So you quickly went out and, weirdly enough, dealt with the problem extremely fast. Um, Apparently, one of the teams was the ultimate tracker and disabler of Kindred as they tracked him down and using the ninja of the group was able to take him out very quickly. From there, you brought him back to the coterie and all grouped up, where you have him staked, tied up, and I believe in a closet. Yes.
He's also got his face covered and he is listening to some really cringe like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Of course. um, and you discuss what to do next, and you decided to call Brett, and he had just arrived. So we will be picking up there as Brett is walking down, looking around the house, and as he arrives, he will just look at the group and say, "Hmm, So what exactly am I doing here again? I was going to a party tonight.
We handled your problem.
My problem?
Well, the problem that was handed to us. It's taken over. We want permission to execute them.
You found them in.
Uh,
He looks at his watch. In just a
Brand
few hours.
Brandon's gonna like point to
yeah.
where he's at. There.
Huh. Well, the hounds are going to be pissed. Um.
Hmm.
Well, congratulations are in order, I suppose. Well, if you wish to execute him, of course, in these types of situations, that is not exactly how things go down. Tell me, has anyone here dealt with something like this before? No. Well, usually in these circumstances, the sheriff or the hounds are called. They will mm, take statements, gather evidence, and then take the possible guilty party before the prince. He will call the council, and there will be a trial. But they're like Elysiums, but much more boring. No party, no good company. But the prince will hear out the guilty parties, and once talked with the council, the primogen, make his verdict. And usually the execution goes to the sheriff. So, what do you think?
Well, I mean that's fine. He was caught in the act. But
Hmm.
the victim was wiped. Luckily they managed to get that taken care of.
Hmm.
Can we have a few moments to question him?
Oh,
Find out his
of course.
story, his name, all
I,
that good
I,
stuff.
I think that he might be looks down at the torpid body, preoccupied right now.
Hmm.
Well, I'm talking about unstaking him and asking questions.
I,
Because he's only staked, he's not torpid.
oh, is he?
He's staked.
I don't
Bob.
want to let that man loose in this house.
I agree. I do not think it would be wise to unstake him.
We can bind him. We got zip ties somewhere. Surely,
I think
at least we can find out about where he comes from, how he got in the city, why he was poaching here as opposed to anywhere else, etc., etc.?
Well, I mean, I'm
You
pretty sure the council and all that's gonna be asking the same stuff, and they'll
and
be more likely to get the true answers from him than we can.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I know why he was poaching here. Because literally until 2 hours ago, this is pretty much unclaimed land.
Well, let's get a name, a clan. Let's figure out what he's doing. If he has any
Why do
buddies.
we that they can get all that stuff. That's expending.
But this whole game with this whole game in this city is who has the information. If they have the information, what's to say they're going to share it with us? We can just ask them a couple of questions, hand them over, and be done with it. But we know, and we can go and figure out maybe where was his haven. If he was this sloppy with this beating, what's the odds he was that sloppy with his haven? And what's sitting there? So we probably have to check that out to make sure that's cleared out.
Well, we know it was a brewery with the way he smells. You don't get that scent from.
And I'm willing to bet if we are willing to work with him a little bit, he'll probably even take us there.
We're not working with him.
You must be new to this.
Hey, the best Sun Tzu art of war. Intelligence is your best friend.
I'm going to go up to him and look at Jess. Hand me a knife. And I'm going to throw, while I'm waiting for her to hand me the knife, I'm going to look at TT. I'm going to throw the trigger at TT and be like, hey, TT, do you think you can maximize the range on this trigger?
He catches it, looks it over. I'll check for you. Won't know until I try.
I can also see if I have something that might be able to batten him up a little bit better.
Whoever was working on this place, yeah, zip ties got to be around here, right?
Do you hand me the knife or no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cut open his ribcage, and I'm going to shove the block of C4 inside of him.
Not on the new floor.
Okay.
He's still wrapped up in trash bags.
I'm gonna ask you. You can do this. I'm gonna ask you to do a medicine check with a dexterity, because if you roll poorly, you're going to put him into torpor. If you roll well enough, you can put it in there without damaging so much that he would also go into torpor. So unless you want to put him into torpor as well, then you can just do that.
Brandon doesn't care. Like, I mean, Brandon's goal is to send a message, like, regardless of what happens to him, like, the message will be sent regardless that, this is now our coteries fucking area. So Brandon really doesn't care. I mean, he'll still make the roll, but he doesn't care too much. You said dexterity and medicine?
Yeah.
Make sure you get the.
I will rouse for that.
Okay.
Make sure you get the blood on the trash bag and not on the floor.
TT, when he gives you the trigger, do you have any dots in technology?
I do.
You do? Okay. That's good. Do you have any dots in science as well?
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Is there any benefit from him being staked at the moment? As it wouldn't be as hard to...
Yes, I'd say you get a +1 to that.
Okay.
So you have 2 dots in science, 2 dots in...
Ooh.
That, so...
I got 3 in science and 2 in tech.
Okay.
Why am I only rolling 4 dice? Oh.
You're only using the trigger, so that's more technology. So, could you make me an intelligence technology roll? That is 0 successes, Brendan.
I know.
And that is 4 successes. Okay. So
he'll go into torpor.
When he hands you the trigger, it is pretty simple. It is not super long range, but the build of it is simple enough. And by kind of taking out some parts of just things around the house, even remotes, telephones, things like that, you know for a fact that you could drastically boost the range of this trigger. And it'll take you maybe 2 hours or so to do. But if you were to get started, you know for a fact that you could easily, put a long distance on this trigger with that 4 successes.
Which you will do.
Okay. Now I've got to ask, TT, the parts, do you take from the house, like the TV, the remotes, the phone, or do you take them from your own stuff, your own supply?
He pulls them from the house and then puts in orders for better replacements.
Cool. Okay. Oh, and let's not forget that one of you owes TT some new shoes.
Jimmy Choos.
But yes, with a 0 success on the operation, you will begin to, and the rest of you will hear, see him begin to carve into this kindred's chest. And you can see that the skin will go a little bit more dark grey, and his veins will begin to pop out through the skin and change a little bit of color. And you can tell that this kindred has now gone into torpor. And you can quickly kind of shove it in there, and it's not going to heal as fast. You could, glue it back together if you wish. How would you close the wound?
Do we have a fireplace?
Dental floss.
You would.
I'm gonna go put a fire poker in the fireplace.
Okay.
Well, no, because I would assume I would know that would probably hurt him even worse, right?
That would.
I would rather not, kill a kindred in the new house that we were gifted
I
from the
mean,
Camarilla.
if somebody else wants to close it, clearly I'm not good with,
If you want to kill the guy, kill him. It's one thing. If you want to torture him, this kind of seems what you're doing right now. Perhaps we should just either, if you're not going to work with him, then just take him over to dump him off at the sheriff's porch or something, on the sheriff's front door, because it seems you're doing like that, like the, poke the dead cat thing now.
This
We
isn't torture.
aren't.
This is asserting dominance. 1, 2.
So it's
this
causing
is
them
also-
unnecessary pain when they can't
Well,
resist.
here's the thing: is we can torture him as much as we want. We can't kill him.
Right, but he's clearly turned for the worse, and he's not going to answer any questions at this point. So at this point, anything you're doing is just inflicting pain pointlessly.
Well,
So I'm adding security precautions because you want to let this violent creature who has no qualms with breaching the masquerade roam around freely.
I didn't say freely. I didn't say that. What I said was we could have him take us back to his haven under control. I didn't say we were just going to let him run on his own.
Okay.
Nathan,
go ahead.
would you be comfortable letting him be unbound or unhindered? Would you trust that he wouldn't elude the group in an attempt to escape? How hard was he to catch the first time?
He was pretty determined to run away from us.
So do you agree that having some form of security measure is viable?
There are things called handcuffs, and you can handcuff him to somebody else, and so he can't run away. You can even handcuff him to 2 people and make it even harder for him to get away.
Guys, he's not running right now.
No, he's in torpor, and God knows who's going to be able to bring him out of it.
TT.
Probably none of us.
Yes, that's kind of the idea. Now the window's closed. Let's just turn him over to the prince and call it a day.
Do you have blood in the fridge?
I do.
Okay. Well, you will see Brett kind of walk over to the fridge and open it. Do you have any normal blood?
Yes.
Okay. You will see if you don't stop him, Brett will reach in and just grab a bag of blood and then kind of walk over to the side of the room and looks like he is just enjoying the back and forth going on in the coterie and just begin to sip.
He's not really fussed about it.
All I'm saying is, it might just be worth it to just get him out of this fucking house.
And take
I've
him
been
where?
to turn him in,
Turn
as
him
are
in.
the proper procedures.
Rules.
You know, I could always phone the sheriff if you
That
want.
might be for the best, yeah, if you
You know
wouldn't
something?
mind.
Can one of us be present when they question him?
We're all gonna have to be present for that. First of all, they're gonna have to pull him out of torpor. We don't know how old this guy is. We don't know who's gonna be able to. Second of all, this is now a situation that's kind of out of our hands. We should keep it that way.
Regardless, we were going to be present for any form of questioning, as are the procedures, because this is now a trial.
Well, the trying him and what he might know are two different things. So I'm just curious if they do question him beyond just putting him on the roof. Can we be guaranteed? This is to Brett. Can we be guaranteed at least one of us are present when they ask it, so we can ask some questions?
Well, if you're polite with the sheriff, I don't see why not. Although, he does usually have a poor stance on this type of thing. He really doesn't enjoy his work. Poor man. But, may I ask, out of all of you, who was the one that, or who were the people that brought him in exactly?
To
The two new
TT
ones
and Nathan and Aaliyah.
Huh. So, Aaliyah, TT, you've really been stepping up, I can see. Very nice.
Well, I was, but I can't anymore. He looks mournfully at his shoes.
I told you I'd buy you a new pair.
Not the same.
It's still the least we can do.
Those were great shoes, TT. And you'll just
They were
smile.
beautiful shoes.
But yes, if you wish, I can give him a ring and hopefully he's not busy. I don't really enjoy his company, but we'll see. So, would you like me to call him?
If you'd be
If
so
you would.
kind.
Oh, well. He will take out a phone, a flip phone, and kind of flip it open quick and begin to dial. And he will put the phone to his ear, and after a few seconds, you'll hear him. Damien! Yes, it's me. No, don't hang up. Hang up. It's business. Hang on. I actually have a gift for you. The new coterie. Yeah. Well, apparently they found him. I don't know how. No, I honestly don't know how. Well, anyway, could you stop by? I don't know how. Damien, you ask them. Yes, they did find him very quickly, but you ask them. All right. I'll see you later. Goodbye to you too. And he'll kind of put the phone away and then look to the group. Well, he's coming.
He seems oh so enthused.
Yeah, just be polite, and if you want to make a good impression, don't be me.
By the way, do you happen to have any idea, or would I have to wait for the sheriff to get here, as to where the last two victims are that need to be wiped?
Unfortunately, not. apparently, and this happens quite a lot with leftovers, once they are attacked, they usually hit the road. And we have a group out there tracking them, but that's their problem.
Very well. Well, the two students were taken care of. They think they were attacked with a nail that infected their wounds.
Hmm. So, while we wait for Damien, who's going to entertain me? Well, don't all stand up at once.
I will take the drawing I took from the poacher, and I will hand it to him and say, here's a really nice drawing. The stiff drew it. Maybe that'll entertain you.
He will unfold it and look at it. Huh. Did you draw this?
No, as I said, I took it from the stiff. That I
Oh.
would love to know their name and what their clan was, but apparently we won't be learning that today.
Well, this person in the drawing, I'm pretty sure I recognize them.
Who would they be?
I've seen their face before, but it's very basic. Let me think. I've definitely seen this face before. A new blood. Yes. Let's see if he remembers. Okay. He will kind of think for a moment. I'm sure that this is one of the Tremere. Yeah, one of the new Tremere. TV. Brandon, the TV.
So, what is some Malkavian pretending to be a Nosferatu doing with a picture of a new Tremere? Would they have any reason to?
I have no idea.
Did we
And
wait?
why are you
Was
assuming that this person's a
yeah.
Malkavian?
Because it's a joke. You've never heard of Malkavians thinking they're other clans and then acting like the other clans?
I have.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Sorry, I was testing.
I don't know. I would love to know what clan they are, but I won't be able to find out.
well, just shrugs. It's probably for the best if we don't dwell on that for a little bit. I'm sure we'll find out once they get into questioning.
TT. When it comes to Brett, and he is a harpy, and looking at your backstory, would your character allow Brett to know things about him?
What kind of things?
Personal things, things that you can do, and more of your recipes and the abilities that you're capable of. Do you think you would have let that slip to someone of his position?
Aren't the harpies the gossipers?
Yes.
No.
Okay then.
Specifically not.
And he's also a Toreador as well, on top of that.
No,
so-
God, yeah.
No, specifically, very specifically not.
Okay. Yes, then in that case, he will just stand by again, enjoying the back and forth between the coterie of what to do.
I'm just saying, you, especially you two, you just got here. We just got here. I think it's best if we just let the Camarilla take care of this one.
Well,
Let the ones whose jobs it is to find that stuff out figure that
I'm just
stuff.
offering the option that because knowledge is power, and the more knowledge you have, the more power you have. Whatever this guy knows something might be useful to us. That's all I'm saying. Even if it doesn't seem useful at the moment, it might be useful later. Like if we need to run and hide somewhere, maybe we can hide at a brewery somewhere, and he might have a nice little place cut out for us.
You really think he's gonna tell us where he lives?
Yes, he will.
I want you to be honest with yourself.
It's amazing how motivated individual kindred can become given the right set of circumstances.
Or he could be one of those ones where he'd rather die than give away his position.
But it would be more fun to find out if they were, which one they were, than just presuming
And we
that the
can
worst case
find
scenario.
out when we have the proper resources to do it, which we don't have right now.
I will pull out the explosives that were unnecessarily put in there and hand it over to her, hand it over and go, there you go. You keep that for now, and I'm sure the sheriff won't appreciate that one.
Brandon, it might be a good idea for you to put those away.
Brandon's gonna grab them and throw it on the counter. And I'm also gonna text Harry. I'm gonna send you a message, Aiden.
Okay. Holding for message. Beaming up the message. Absorbing the message.
Oh my god, no.
I sent it. Is the back feed gone from my mic? I tried changing my sensitivity.
I can't hear anything.
Cool.
You get a message back saying, looking into it.
And I replied, thank you.
Okay. Now, just so I'm aware, there is indeed a bomb in this body now.
I have just removed it from the body.
Oh, you just moved it. Okay.
I have just
Yeah.
physically pulled it out of the body without, hoping to like disintegrate him, and just handing it to Jessica.
And I handed it to
Here you go.
Brandon to go put away, and he just threw it on the counter.
Oh, okay. So as you do that, you will notice that Brett looks a little bit disappointed, but in like a mischievous way, but doesn't say anything. And
What's wrong, Brett?
oh, nothing. I just thought I might see a show later today. As
You mean when the sheriff was hunting us down in a blood hunt for the hounds were chasing us down in a blood hunt for blowing up the sheriff? You mean that type of entertainment?
Well, more of you taking a body with a bomb inside anywhere near the prince. That would have been fun.
A bad thing.
Well, it was only there for the simple fact that certain somebody wanted to let them run around.
So let's do the fun thing. Let's strip this guy down and see if he has any markings on his body.
You can do that.
I will strip this guy's clothing off and see if there is any markings on his body or anything that would be of note,
Okay.
other than the big hole there where the explosive used to be.
Wits investigation. Oof. Okay. As you're kind of stripping him down, you will notice some of the clues that you've been already heard of. He smells of, that kind of wheat and almost like a bakery, but not quite that. And you also see what look to be rust marks, metal, kind of powdered and flaked off on his trousers and shoes. But looking over the body, you do see a number of, old wounds and scars, but nothing too alarming. And
All right, fair enough.
yeah,
Worth a shot.
at this point, Brandon, you'll get a text message back of a address, and it literally just says after the address, just one.
I'm gonna reply, thank you, and I will talk to you later. How much time do we have left in the day?
Not much, as most of the time went on to hunting this person, and now waiting
Okay.
for the sheriff to arrive. You probably wouldn't have time to go out to this place this
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
I'm going to write the address down on a notebook and throw the notebook at Aaliyah. There's your address.
Sorry, address. Brett will say.
The whole haven hunting thing that Aaliyah wanted to do.
Oh, you found it.
Yeah. I used a
Aye.
contact to ask if there was any rundown buildings matching the description of the stuff coming off of this creature.
This coterie is turning out to be a lot more like a sheriff and a bunch of hounds than anything else. But it should impress the higher ups. And I mean, isn't that what we all want to do?
Brandon's gonna force a smile and be like, yeah, absolutely.
At this point,
Yeah.
you'll hear a slight knock on the door.
I'll get it. Go upstairs.
Okay. Outside, you see a youngish looking black male, kind of skinny and wearing kind of normal, kind of plain clothing, and he's just waiting outside. And he looks like this.
Can I help you?
You rang? Is Brett here?
Ah, you must be Damien, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on in. Chilla, open the door for him.
He will step through and look around the house and then look to you. Where is the guilty party?
Downstairs. You just follow me.
As he enters, I wanted to ask if I'd recognize him.
Make me wits, politics.
You said wits politics.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you recognize him. You've seen him a few times. You know, with A4, you know that it is a open rumor that he hates his job, like really hates it, and it is more forced upon him than anything else. He hates having to deal with lawbreakers, having to deal out the punishment, and he's been known to trying to get out of his position for a long time. This position that most kindred would literally kill for, he has rejected and hates. And
Okay.
you would also know with Thor that he is quite powerful when it comes to strength and other attributes.
Okay. As he enters, I'm gonna give a polite, slight bow. Say, "Good evening, Sir Damien. I do apologize for the
please
inconvenience."
Don't bow. Don't bow.
Only
He will,
doing...
however, look past you, Brandon, and he will look at TT, and he will stare at him for a moment. Not giving him the stink eye, or, you know, like, what's up, but just checking him. But then quickly
TT
moves on.
creams.
And you, TT, and I doubt the others would know, but the Finbloods in this city are heavily watched, I'd say the right word is, and, you know, make sure they are not being a nuisance on the city. And you've seen him a few times. You know his role. You know that it is quite literally in his job description to keep an eye on you and your kin.
He can look at TT all he like.
He will quickly move past and over to the body and then look down, and anyone who wishes can make a wits insight.
As he looks down, I'm gonna continue what I was saying.
Mhm.
I do apologize, Sir Damien. I hope you understand it's only courtesies, and weren't for, troublesome policies, we wouldn't have had to disturb you. Can be a nuisance at times, can't it?
Yes. Those of you who rolled 2 successes, you will see that he is saddened at the sight of this body, and as he looks down and sees that it is mutilated, you can see that he is a little bit disgusted. Not at the wound itself, but at the treatment.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Jessica, your air conditioning.
Oh.
But he will look down and kind of then look at the group. What is this? And he will gesture to the massive hole in his chest now.
Yes, what is that? That's very curious. I'd like to know what that was.
One of the new members wanted to use him to lead us to his haven before turning him into the authorities. So, as insistent and essentially demanding the coterie use him to roam around out of our territory to find a kindred haven, I placed C4 in it. In the instance he tried to escape our custody, before he could cause more trouble for the prince.
I will say this once. It does not matter what law they broke. If you kill without the prince's permission, it is your head that'll be on the chopping board.
That's understandable. I just didn't want him to roam free, as did other members in the coterie.
Question. Would Alice and Tommy be there in the room right now?
I would imagine Alice would probably... Yeah, Alice would be there because she came back with me.
And Tommy would be there because we've been down in the basement the whole time.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, because she was with me whenever I went to go clean up memories.
You do realize Brett might walk out with Tommy. You know that, right?
No. That's an
No.
issue that's already... They were...
It's already been taken care of.
Yeah.
Meaning he's already tried.
Tommy.
I think it was like,
not Tommy.
what, 3 sessions ago?
You watch the sheriff kind of listen to what you, say and kind of nods along and then looks down at the body again. Did you all, your coterie, did you all do this? Did you all take him down?
I was out cleaning up memories, and I believe Jessica was training her ghoul. I believe it's Nathan, Aaliyah, and TT who did the honors of bringing him into custody.
Then I'll take statements from you first. Out of the three of you, who wishes to talk with me first? If you do not pick amongst yourselves, I will pick for you.
What do you mean? Who wants to talk to him? What do you mean by who wants to talk to you?
I need to
Want
take
to
a
go
statement
first.
for the prince.
And
As
I would
you
advise
three,
not.
if you three are the ones that took him down, I need to know how, who did it, what did you do, what did you see? Now,
Will you take a written statement?
I would advise
No.
not keep Mr. Damien waiting.
Well, if no one else want to talk to him,
Well, we'll flip a coin. How about that?
no,
There's
no,
3
it's
of you.
fine. I'm used to it.
Okay, if you want to go first, that's fine. Just let me know what you said so I can collaborate, and I'll just laugh.
he will raise one eyebrow and look over at you as you say that, and then just walk over to TT, walk past you, and then kind of look back at you, TT, and kind of, give you the nod to follow.
TT nods and follows. Like he looks comfortable. Like he's done this before and will do it again. It's just another day.
Okay. He will head into the back room, where I'm guessing it would be one of the underground bedrooms, and will kind of walk in and take a stance, fold his arms in the middle of the room. TT, how have you been?
Better, Damien, but well, I couldn't help but make my way here when I was encouraged to by the prince.
I heard about that.
He shrugs.
I'm sorry. I know how much you've tried your best to stay out of the light.
Yes, well, we all serve at the prince's pleasure. He
Yes,
grimaces
we
at
do.
that.
So,
Anyway,
let's get started. What do you remember? What happened? Walk me through it.
well, we found out that there was someone poaching in the coteries territory, and it was decided that immediate response would be best. So we looked into it. Feet on the pavement, so to speak. I pulled up some files and we found locations to canvas, created a pattern with a cross referencing algorithm, and then we just waited. We got lucky. The Kendra in question assaulted a young woman.
TT,
We were there.
I've told you a few times now, you know the Camarilla's stance on technology. You need to be careful.
I'm very careful. I have been doing this for 20 years and I've not gotten caught once.
You know you're saying that to the sheriff, right?
He shrugs. I went to school.
You see a small smirk when you shrug, like a very small smirk.
It was a part of my classes. I'm
All right,
blending in.
carry on.
The Kindred attacked the woman, though he didn't get too far before we managed to reach him. He's very fast. I'm still not sure, but we caught him on the building, then we chased him down. He was very adamant about getting away, but it didn't really help. Did
This
you know
woman-
there's a ninja in the coterie?
I'll come back to that, but this woman, where is she now?
Don't know. Tightened up her remembering of the situation and let her wander about.
All right. And back to the ninja. There was a ninja.
Mm-hmm. The Broadway actor. Ooh, that boy can move.
Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
The Toreador. We're talking about the same person.
Mm-hmm.
The Toreador actor took him down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess weird is weird. I guess. So, what happened next?
It was a short little scuffle. He tried to run, a headlock. He may have gotten staked. I broke a heel on my Jimmy Choo's, Damien.
Well,
It's tragic.
I'm sure you can afford another pair.
It's not the same. Gladys has been with me for 8 years. She's been refurbished and remodeled and resold.
You call the pair Gladys or just one of the pair Gladys?
They twins.
Ah. I'm sure you'll find a new pair that you like fairly soon.
Yeah, I wanted to wear them to a Met Gala. Whatever. So, he got staked, he got taken in. An old lady saw, but we dealt with that too. And then we caught the car and brought him here. Honestly, I just want to turn him over to you and get it over with. But there's image imagining into grandeur and all that other nonsense.
Did you use one of your... He will gesture towards you. One of your tricks, your concoctions.
He flips over his makeup palette and touches up his blush. One or two, but you know they're very subtle.
Again, TT, you need to be careful on who sees those. There are factions out there that are very interested in what your kind can do.
Yeah, they're in the next room.
So,
Can-
how is this new coterie fitting in with your style?
They are interesting. The ghoul is. I love looking at that ghoul though. Yeah.
I hope
Adventures.
he's not being brought into too much of the Camarilla business.
He shrugs. I don't know the story there. I don't ask. You know, my kind keeps the ears clean and the nose down. He pats at his head and flips the tail of his headscarf over his shoulder. The adventure is adventure, through and through.
Yeah, did you see how he bowed?
Oh, I know you like that.
Oh, God. It's one
It's
thing I love about the Anarchs, and this stays between me and you, but, the bowing shit. It's getting real old real quick.
It's only gonna get worse as you get older and gain more status.
Yeah, well, status is not what it used to be.
TT blinks exactly once and his voice drops. You know, if you ever decide to take a vacation, I might be able to help you with that.
Really? And how could you help me with that? He'll step one step closer to you.
I am really good with a makeup kit. He looks pointedly at his Palm Pilot.
Hmm. He will almost freeze in time and look like he is truly thinking about it. Well, I'll have to keep you in mind then. Thank you, TT.
He nods. I'm at your service as long as I'm alive.
Well, keep going the way you're going, and I don't see any problems in your future. And who knows, maybe one day you'll earn your stripes, and this prince, the next prince, or any other prince may even offer you the true blood. And who knows, you might even become one of the proper clans.
His nose crinkles, but he doesn't say anything.
Although, what you have, I don't think I would ever give it up. But again, that stays between us.
He smiles at that. I know nothing. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I need to go and see if I can extend the range of this bomb. Bye.
God.
Clack,
And he will,
clack, clack.
and he will walk out with you, coming back to the coterie.
You mean clack, bump, clack, bump.
Come on, talk about it.
Sorry, I had to throw it in there.
The saddest sound ever.
Rubbing salt in the wound.
Hateful bitch, you're hateful.
And making sure to absolutely accentuate it as much as possible to make the point.
But Brett will walk back out and look to the two left, Nathaniel, and he will kind of look at, I'd say, yeah, he will look at you, Nathaniel, and kind of give you the eye. What do you do?
Is it a good look or a bad look?
It's more of a look like it's your turn. Look.
Yeah, he's gonna follow him.
Okay. You walk back into the other room, and he will stand in the middle, taking up a more defensive posture. Nathaniel, that's your name, right?
Yeah.
So I hear that you're a bit of a warrior.
I'm not really sure I would go that far. Was a more of a group effort.
Well, why don't you walk me through the start to you staking him, and don't leave anything out.
Well, We were searching for him before, but we didn't exactly find anything. And then we heard a woman scream. Once we followed the sound of it, we saw the subject running away from the scene. We went after him, and after we got him, we, well, took care of him. TT was the one who staked him, though. There was also an older woman, but she didn't really seem like she was right in the head.
Did she see this fight?
I'm not sure. She might have, but it seemed like she, every time she came around the corner again, she noticed us anew, like she forgot about what she saw before.
And do you remember their address?
Yes, it was Washington Street.
Very well. And is that all?
That would be all, yes?
So, what do you think of your two new coterie members?
Well, they haven't given me a reason yet to hate them. They seem nice, I guess.
Very well. If that's all you remember, you can go.
He nods and goes out the door.
And send in the other one.
Will do.
He will this time
once
stay in the bedroom.
Once he's outside again, he's gonna go to Elia and just say he wants to see you next.
That figures. Okay. I'm sure it'll be lovely. You didn't incriminate me too badly, did you?
Not that I'm aware of. Why don't you go and find out?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be a hoot. And then I will stroll in the room.
Elia?
Da?
So, new coterie. The first day, you managed to help bag that one. Walk me through it.
We went for a walk because we wanted to see what the domain was. We heard a shout. Just so happened this individual, the unknown kindred, happened to be in the area. I think it was TT spotted him, and then he left a trail. We followed it, and eventually we caught up with them and were able to restrain him, and then bring him here.
Anything else?
No, it wasn't at all that glorious. No, just no.
Was this individual working with anyone?
You know something? I would love to know that, but unfortunately, I'm unable to find out. The only thing I have is that picture. Is the picture that I gave to Brett.
Picture?
Supposedly some yeah, there's a picture he had on him. Supposedly belongs to a new Tremere. I don't know if they're new in being kindred or new just the town in the area. So which, yeah, it's interesting, but something for later when I have some hobby time.
Very well. Let's go see Brett about this picture then.
It's a nice picture, it really is. It just, I just find it interesting that whatever this kindred is, they're carrying a picture of a Tremere, and I don't think the Tremere would let their people go homeless. I just don't think that.
Things are starting to add up. And if I believe what has happened, it's a tale as old as time. And he will push past
The Tremere being devious again?
Everyone is devious in this city. And he will walk past you, back out to the coterie, and begin to kind of look at the group, move over to Brett. He will hold out his hand. Brett will look at him. What? I don't have... Alright. He'll pull out the picture and he will place it in his hand. He will open up the picture and look at it. Right. Well, we haven't much time left until day. We'll take him and we'll be in contact later. Brett will immediately kind of begin to move towards the staircase. If you wouldn't mind, some of you could take this one and place him in my car.
Sure. Go and do that.
Okay. You take the body, take it upstairs, quickly move it into the car, and Damien will kind of look at you, Jessica, and anyone else who went with her. Here's my card, and he will hand over to you, Jessica, his phone number. Only call if it's actually in an emergency.
No need to worry about that. She'll put it in her wallet.
Right. He won't say anything more. He will quickly just get into the car and begin to drive away. And Brett next to you will just say, So, Jessica, up for a party tonight?
What kind of party are we talking about?
Oh, well, me, you, Tommy, upstairs. We can even let TT watch.
Oh my god. Maybe another night. It's getting a little bit early, isn't it? I wouldn't want to keep you all day. Somebody might get jealous.
Oh, many would get jealous. Many.
I'm sure.
Very well. Next
you
time.
have a good night, Brett. Maybe.
He will
You
begin to... Go ahead.
have a good night.
I will. Every night.
Mhm.
And he will walk to his car, get in, and drive away. Leaving the coterie in their new haven. What do you guys do? You have maybe just over an hour before sunrise.
I'm gonna grab my C4 and I'm gonna go put it in my room, and as I walk out, I'm gonna look at Alice and say, I think it's time to wind down. And I'm gonna go to my room, and I would assume Alice would probably go to hers too.
She'll make her way, kind of looking at the group and just not at the new people, but the old coterie. She'll kind of just wish you all good night, and then make her way to the room.
Alright. Jess is gonna turn to Tommy, take out her wallet, and just shove money in his general direction. I'm gonna need you to run a couple of errands for me during the day if you don't mind.
Yeah, I can do that. What do you need?
Go grocery shopping for you. And then I'm gonna let TT pick out a pair of shoes on the internet or wherever he can find a pair of shoes. Go to the store that he wants and buy them.
Okay. Is there a spending limit?
No. But don't tell him that.
Okay. Um, yeah. Are you gonna be okay here on your own?
I'll be asleep all day. So I should be fine. You should get some sleep too, though. Like, don't wear yourself out. Because you will get tired.
Yeah. Although I'm still kind of wired, and jet
Mhm.
lagged, and
Yeah. At least get a little bit of rest. You can even hang out in the room with me if you'd like. I mean, I'll be literally dead in like an hour or so, but you you're doing all right, right? Like are you okay?
that's a big question. No, but yes. Um, I think things are gonna get better, and to be honest, I don't really hate Brandon anymore.
Mm,
He did promise me some things, and if he comes
yeah.
through, then I think I'll even owe him something.
Hmm. We're
But
gonna
yeah,
take care of you.
well, that's fine as long as I get to take care of you as well.
Of course. And you even got a harpy on your ass now, so
A harpy.
you seem
I
so that really pretty boy that just walked in?
yeah, the kind of the prick.
Yeah. He's in our society, in the sect that we're involved in. Harpies are kind of like the gossips, like
You
walking,
have
talking tabloids full of shit, basically.
you're saying they're professional gossips.
Professional's a word.
Vampires are weird, and he'll just smile at you.
Most of us are, yeah. You should wait until you see the really interesting looking ones.
I don't know what that means, but looking forward to it. And
Yeah.
do do you giggle like that in game?
Yeah. I'm sure you are.
He will cock an eye at that and just right. Um, well, you get your sleep. I'll get on this, and he'll grab his jacket. And don't be surprised if I'm big spooning you when you wake up. And he'll just crack a smile.
As long as you don't mind a little bit of a ice box, then we should be fine.
Oh,
Chill up. I get very cold at night. During the day. Whatever.
right, because you're dead.
Yeah. So if you don't mind that, don't worry. It's not weird.
It's
Cause
weird.
I walk. Cause
It's definitely weird.
is it?
Uh, yeah, yeah, it is. But I'm
Maybe.
finding that I'm kind of good with weird.
You gotta be if you want to keep being by my side at least.
Well, I definitely don't want to end up beside Hector, so yeah. All right.
Understandable.
Is there anything else I can get you?
No. We are working on the dog thing though for you.
Dog thing? You can get my dog back?
Oh, we can get you a dog.
Oh.
I don't know if we'll be able to get Zach back.
Ah. I'm
It's
sure he's
not
fine.
I'm sure he is too. I mean, I don't know anything about werewolves or whatnot, but I would assume they wouldn't hurt a dog. And that kind of helps me sleep a little bit better at night.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably loving it amongst his own kind, even. Although that's probably racist. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm getting the sense that you guys don't like each other, the furrier ones and you guys.
There's a bit of bad blood between our kind and theirs. You'll start to learn things
Yeah.
as you hang out with us more and more, and we're not going to put you in anything that like would be super super dangerous. Like I think after what we put you through back in the UK, you deserve a bit of a break.
Will I have to go to that guy again, the king? Oh, what do you call him? The prince?
Prince?
Will I have to see him often?
No, no, that was a one-time mistake on my part. Um, you won't ever have to deal with him unless I mess up really bad. But if that's the case, that's my burden to bear alone, not yours. And I don't plan on fucking up.
I'll hold you to that.
I should probably get to bed before I pass out on the ground. One of us already had to learn that lesson the hard way. I don't feel like having to learn it a second time.
All right. Sleep tight.
You too. She's gonna go to her room.
Okay.
Oh, you had the big one with the double bed for your harem.
Oh yeah, I have the big one with the double bed for my harem, but I don't remember which one that one is. So that one, yeah, this one. This one's mine.
At this point, TT, you will hear footsteps coming around the corner, and you will see Tommy walking up to you. Hi, my name's Tommy. Again, Jess said that you could pick some shoes, and I would go buy them for you.
I see. He looks Tommy over. I will go in the morning.
Oh, don't don't you need to sleep?
Of course, but we'll go in the morning, and then I'll sleep on the back end of the day. Besides, I need to get some special equipment, and you don't look like you know your way around a Bunsen burner.
Wait, are you not one of them? Are you something else?
His eyes crinkle and his lips curl. Something what?
It's just that you can go outside. Or
Honey, nothing locks us in this house.
I'm still learning, and sure. But just let me know what you want to do, and just told me that I follow your lead.
Lovely. I know just the boutique to go to.
Okay. I'll just be in the other room. Let me know when you want to go. And he'll kind of give you a smile and then walk away. And
Mhm.
I will say, TT. So, are you planning to stay up the entire day?
No, I want about 4 hours.
Okay.
I gotta set up my lab and then get my shoes. Important.
And okay then. Nathaniel, what are you doing?
Um, he's actually also going to go up to TT. Um, hey, do you have a second? Can I ask you something?
He's currently in the kitchen arranging his boxes. Pauses to look at Nathaniel. What's up, baby?
That thing you did while we were chasing the other kindred, I've never seen anybody else do it. What what were you doing?
He blinks slowly. You ain't never seen nobody stab another person with a chopstick before?
No, no. I mean, I also haven't seen that been done before, but I mean, I think it was a powder.
Baby, it's a time for first, ain't it? It's just a little thing I figured out how to do. He waves his fingers.
Oh,
He reaches into his tote bag, pulls out a small, like, hotel size container of lotion. This here. And he looks at Nathaniel critically. It's more like an open secret. People know about it, but they don't know about it. You hear?
I think so.
Mm, good.
So, are you like Tremere?
His nose crinkles and he waves a hand. Maybe in another life. Could have been. But it's something like that hocus pocus and shit. Look, baby boy, you want me to show you?
Sure, if you'd be willing to.
All right, he pulls out one of those pins that you use to check your blood sugar if you're diabetic, and he holds it out to Nathaniel. Yeah, poke yourself.
Um, excuse me, what?
You never seen one of these before. You press this little button and then you prick your finger.
N- no, I have just, um, never mind, and he's just gonna, prick his finger.
Mm-hmm. TT takes it, turns around, pulls a bunch of stuff out of his tote. Then he puts what looks like a pair of backup shoes onto the counter. Steps back and rubs lotion to his hands. Oh god, I have to rouse for this. I'm so mad about this. It's okay. I gained value from this exchange, though. We're fine. Where's this button? Ha!
Okay.
No hunger. So he waves his hand, and the shoes float into the air.
How did you do that?
You move fast enough to dodge bullets, and you want to ask how?
That's fair. Just so what discipline is this?
Alchemy.
At, at
He
that point, could you make me a wits politics roll, Nathaniel?
of course.
Two. Okay. So, when he says alchemy, you've heard that a few times, and it has never been talked in the most best of ways. It is usually talked with the spread of Finbloods and their threat on our society in the higher ups. You've even heard your sire talk about how dangerous they are and how much they should just be put down. And you've heard also that a lot of kindred have been talking about unlocking the secrets of alchemy and gaining it for themselves and taking it away from the unworthy. You don't know that much, but you do know, the basics that this is something that the higher ups are interested in, and that it is being kept from them somehow, and it is tied to Finbloods and their emergence and their spreading, and it is quite a hot topic around the water cooler when it comes to the Toreadors right now.
Oh, so you're and he trails off towards the end.
TT's eyes glitter with amusement. Mm-hmm. Eyes are very valuable, and a child. So keep that pretty little mouth shut, and we'll get on just fine.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for confiding, confide, bleh, confiding that with me.
Mm-hmm. He turns back to continue what he's doing, pauses and glances back. How old's you?
Um, excuse me, I didn't catch it.
How old to your age, honey child? Your age?
Um, 35.
Hmm?
Why?
He shrugs. Was curious. You act well. Thought you had some more experience.
Well, um, I guess, um, maybe. um, anyways, good night.
Good night.
And he leaves for his room.
Okay. TT, you will notice Tommy in the other room kind of just poking his head around, watching that whole conversation. And then as you see him, he'll quickly kind of not dive around the corner, but, go out of eye range.
Adorable.
And let me move that. Aaliyah, what are you doing?
I will spend about half an hour hunting for spiders, and then
Oh.
I'll find a bedroom to settle in.
Okay. Make me a wits investigation. Okay. You find 3 spiders.
A bestial failure hunting spiders. That's fun. 3 whole
yeah.
spiders. Outstanding.
Yep. Anything after that?
Nope, just put them in my little plastic container I have for them, and then call it a night.
Okay. In that case, things might get a little bit scary for some of you. And I believe only TT is at third hunger right now. So, could everyone make a rouse check as you're going into the next night? And hopefully, TT, you can get a success.
I was gonna handle that this morning.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yes, as you all sleep, TT, you watch as Tommy kind of walks around the corner and looks at you. Are you good to go, mate?
We got a few stops to make, kind of child, but it'll be alright. We can totally monologue this part, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So,
what?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you want to get done in this day?
I need to do a hunting roll with my black market contacts for my bags.
Yes.
And then I need to find the appropriate residence hunting roll. We're gonna go to a boutique, and TT's gonna try on a bunch of shoes and make Tommy watch, and then just collect all the stuff he needs to set up his laboratory.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can just roll for this. We don't need to take time on this.
Mm-hmm. You can make the rolls.
What I roll to torture Tommy?
My poor ghoul's gonna come back to me and be like, I don't want to do that anymore.
He made me do terrible, unnatural things.
Like what? Watch him put on shoes. Oh, I got some bad news for you, buddy.
Oh.
Hey. Okay. That is a what role was that for?
My hunting.
Yes. Then it is easy enough for you to track your. This would be your normal kind of dealer for this type of thing?
Yes. Yeah.
And yes, you easily question. Do you take Tommy to where you would meet the stealer?
Yeah, he'll just stay in the car.
Okay. So, that is easy enough for you to do, and you can do that. If you want to reduce your hunger, you can do that now.
How button for this?
Yeah. Well, at the bottom of your sheet, you should see the
Okay.
the 5 hunger. Sorry, the 3 hunger. Just reduce it down to 2.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I really don't know what to do to torture Tommy.
I mean, you could always try to get him to try on some of the shoes for you.
No, I'm gonna dress him. Yes. All right.
Oh my god.
You look nice. It's gonna be
He
tight
does need-
shirts and
He
appropriate
does
clothing.
need clothes. He
No,
does
no, no.
need new clothes, doesn't he?
Jessica's like, oh, okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna dress Tommy too.
Okay.
Alright.
In that case, you make your way to the boutique and try on some shoes, and Tommy will do the typical guy thing where he's nodding along and saying, "Oh yeah, they look really good," but you can clearly see he's being tortured right now going clothes shopping. But yeah. Eventually, you'll get the pair of shoes, and he will pay for them, which will take up most of the budget. But after that, you take him to a menswear clothes shop.
Mm-hmm.
And how would you dress Tommy?
the way he thinks Jessica might want to see Tommy dress, and also the way he wants to see Tommy dress.
Okay.
He's gonna get business casual clothes. He's gonna get some formal clothing because you never know what's gonna happen, and the rest is just gonna be something that shows off his body. Because
Okay. After a few hours of having this shopping spree, you'll return home with quite a nice wardrobe for Tommy, and weirdly enough, all the trousers seem to show off a lot more than usual ones would. But still very nice. And I'm guessing you would also set up your lab properly now.
yes.
Okay.
In
And
his
where is that
room.
going to? In your room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With his own mini refrigerator.
Okay, let me just take a note of that. Do you have any security in your room or anything like that?
He's gonna set up a CCTV circuit. And then he's gonna ward his refrigerator against ghouls.
Okay, does that take a rouse check?
I have no clue.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
All rituals do, I believe.
Okay. I believe this. Actually, how long does this last? I should double read this.
Rituals last until the product is either destroyed, washed, basically until it's like messed with.
Good. Worth. Gain hunger. And then immediately drink back of blood to fix that. Alright, we're good.
Okay. And then
He sleeps.
Okay, then you sleep. Okay, so everyone now, except for you, TT, make a rouse check for the next day. And can anyone at 4 hunger please let me know? Looks like no one has 4 hunger. Okay. Hey, you guys are learning. This is great.
Progress.
But as the new night comes, Jessica, you will wake up with Tommy kind of in front of you, not awake. He is definitely out cold as he has not slept for probably over 2 days now. And he is finally kind of relaxed for the first time. And he is kind of just face to face with you sleeping.
I'm gonna do something nice. I want to activate blush of life.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and rouse for that. I get hungrier, which is fine. So my skin will kind of like start to like warm up a little bit, and she's just gonna like wrap her arms around him so he can, not feel cold body. I'll be nice to him this time. And I'm just gonna spend my first couple, like my first like maybe like 20 minutes just like still in bed, allowing him to get like a sleep.
And in that time, you can't help, as you're kind of wrapped up with him, it is different from being wrapped up with Hector. There is a real warmth there. And every time he breathes, it's almost like a wave and memories from your past when you were alive, when you breathed. And even throughout the night, as he's sleeping, you can even hear the heartbeat going and going, sometimes rising, sometimes lowering. And just the sound of it, the feel of the breath, it is an experience that your kind, and especially Jessica, hasn't had in quite a long time.
Yep.
But do you leave him to sleep?
He's tired, so I'm gonna let him get his sleep.
Okay.
I gotta go out and hunt anyway, because I'm starting to get hungrier.
Does anyone else want to do anything before meeting up with the rest of the coterie?
I need to go hunt some criminals.
Nathaniel's also has to hunt.
Yeah, hunting sounds good.
Group
Okay.
trip.
So,
Mine would definitely not be a group trip.
Mine might be depending on what you're into, I guess.
Well, as the group begins to gather up in the underground area, the main area, it is quite apparent that most of you are on the hungrier side, and you're not ravenous, but the smell of Tommy in the building is, if you could drool, you probably would be, as you are feeling that burn in your stomachs, and having a ghoul around all the time is temptation that is not very good.
I think while we're all together, we need to lay down a couple of ground rules. Tommy is off limits. Understood?
I'm just
When
going
you
with
say
the
off
with a
limits, you
very
mean blood?
disappointed face.
I mean blood.
Okay, understood.
Thank
Well-
you for giving him something to do today, by the way. I hope the shoes that he picked out for you were to your taste.
Honey child, we had a blast and tried on 20 different pairs.
Thank you for getting him out of the house.
No problem. Life is for living. So is unlife, apparently. So, what do y'all do when you ain't running errands for the prince?
I go to work.
I arrange for people to borrow things that. Yeah, I arrange for people to borrow things indefinitely.
I see. We'll have a conversation later. Well, that's it? All work? What about play?
Well, no, sometimes, I like to, I don't know, play around with some stuff in books, I think you probably know what I'm talking about.
Interesting, interesting. Well,
There's also history. There's the Chicago University. They have a great library. They have a museum here and all that other good stuff.
fair.
You like to party, TT?
I love to party and to dance and to go out and to dress. I mean, if you do all of this, somebody got to see and appreciate it.
I think you might like where I'm going then, if you'd like to join me.
I would love to join you. Where are we going?
My job's very entertaining.
I'm there. Let me go put on a new face.
Yeah, and Jessica's gonna go into her room and grab a black duffel bag with some work uniforms in it.
Okay.
Work uniforms.
So, as I stepped away for a moment, what are the teams and where are you going?
Jess is taking TT to her job tonight.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon
Where do you work, by
is-
the way?
I work at a club.
No, this is just in case we're gonna have to find you, or just see what your life is like.
You want to see what my life is like?
I gotta go hunting first, but yeah, just give me the name of the place. I'll find it.
She's just gonna reach into her bag, take out like a notebook and some paper, and just write down the address to where she works. You
Okay.
feel free to come by whenever you like. I'm sure my boss would love to meet my new coterie mates.
Your boss knows you are what you are.
Very well. He
Uh,
very well knows what I am.
Is your boss one of us?
Yes.
That's an interesting arrangement.
It gets a little bit more interesting the more you get to know him. Just, I will warn you, my job is very have an open mind. And she just gives a bright
Go ahead.
she's all she's gonna do is give a bright smile.
TT comes back out with a demure 4-inch heel set that are glittering gold, shiny pants, low top shirt.
Oh, I love it. Oh, you look so good.
Thank you. I'm
You're
ready
welcome.
wherever we going.
You have an open mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thought you might.
Mm.
Oh, Hector's gonna love me and you. Let's go.
Okay, so Jess and TT. That's one group. Nathaniel, what are you doing?
If nobody wants to go with him, he's just gonna hunt alone.
Okay. And it's that group, that group.
Do we
Alira?
research superficial willpower damage on nights or
Mhm.
sessions?
That's
Knights.
yes, knights.
Okay.
If you take aggravated, they stay.
Uh, I do want to specify that before I went to go looking for crime or any like serious offenses, I would have stopped by my apartment and geared up, the body armor,
Mm-hmm.
guns and stuff.
Alira, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go hunting and then check back and see what's going on, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do from there.
Okay.
But tentatively, I plan on checking out Jessica's place of employment.
All right. In that case, could I have? Wait, is Jessica and TT going hunting as well?
Jessica would hunt while she's at work, yes.
At work.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So while you're going to work, in that case, we'll stick with you, Brandon. As you go pick up your stuff, could you make me a hunter's roll?
Okay. I am also looking for, as I'm hungrier than usual, I'm looking for the most serious, like more serious crimes, just to satiate the.
Okay.
Oof.
And now roll me a wits investigation. Okay. So, as you kind of prowl the streets with Alice, her kind of always keeping a few feet back from you, just watching you go.
Would she need to roll investigation as well?
No. as she
Okay.
has no idea where she is right now in new country and everything, and no idea really what to look for. As you probably all could tell that Alice is more upper class when it comes to her upbringing,
Yeah.
um, but
She's not used to the hood.
absolutely not. Yeah, she does not know where she's going and is scared, but you can also tell like a little excited, like never been around this type of environment before. But with a that you do not find any serious crimes, like murder or someone trying to rape someone or anything like that. But eventually, through the night, you do see what looks to be a youngish man, maybe around 22 years old, kind of walk by an old lady and then just kind of push her down to the ground, grab her bag, and just begin to bolt down the street.
I'm going to attempt to give chase. Um, I'm gonna use the car though.
Okay. If you're using the car, it is easy
Drive.
to keep up with him, and eventually you see he will begin to slow and then turn into an alleyway. Your car could not fit, but he is no
I
longer
can
running.
block it off. Is the alleyway all the way through?
Yes. Would you like to drive
Okay.
around?
Yeah. I'm gonna drive around, but I don't want the nose of the car to go past the alley. And
Okay.
that's when I'd get up and I would get into the alleyway. Well, no, I'd sit on the corner and use cloak of shadows and wait until I hear his footsteps before charging him.
All right. You wait a few moments until you hear the footsteps coming around. What do you do?
Uh, Hold on, I'm trying to find if you got a roll for cloak of shadows. I'm not sure if it's free or
Cloak of
uh,
Shadows should be free.
uh once I do hear the footsteps though, I'm gonna step into the alley and attempt to mesmerize him.
Okay. And as you do, that is a rouse check. But because he is a human and definitely not expecting it, it automatically is a success.
Oof. All right. So I'm going to tell him to drop the bag and close his eyes.
In that case, he will quickly drop the bag, close his eyes.
And that's when I will feed.
Okay. As you go in for the bite, he will begin to struggle, but the longer you bite, the less he begins to struggle and eventually calms. And you even hear some moans coming from him. Now, the question
Okay.
is, how much do you take?
How much can I take?
So, if you take free, it will mean that this person needs medical attention. If he does not get it, there is a possibility that they will die. 4 is immediate medical
Yeah.
attention. 5 is death.
It. I'll only take the 2 then.
Okay.
And I will ask him if he has. Once I'm done and I've licked the wound, I'll look at him and ask him if he has any friends that he was going to meet up with.
What did you do to me? Did you bite me? What? Get away from me.
I'm going to use cloud memory. Say, forget.
Okay. You'll watch
No.
him kind of go a little bit still, and then What happened? Who are you?
Where are your friends?
What? Who are you?
You were robbing an old lady, and I hit you, and now you're dazed. Where are your friends?
Fuck you.
And I hold the gun up to his head.
Make me a... 1 second. This would be... Composure... Intimidation.
Composure, intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Not too good.
Hold 1 second.
He is weakened right now a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
This would be a... Yeah, we'll go with that. Ooh. Very lucky. Okay, so you hold the gun to his head, and he will kind of, while still a bit lightheaded. All right, all right. The boys, I was gonna go meet them at the club. There's a club down the street. It's usually for bikers, but we hang out there sometimes. Are you a cop? Are you arresting me?
No, I'm not arresting you. You're free to go. However, you're not taking this bag. And you're not worth the cop's time over a bag. I'll return this.
You know, you
And
just made an enemy, right?
I'm going to just stare into his soul, and like my head's gonna tilt a little bit with like a I don't give a shit kind of smirk on my face and say, "It is what it is. I'd love to see you come after me."
He will pause while looking in your eyes. And that heavy breathing that he's doing will kind of begin to slow. And you will see him begin to realize that there's something not right with you. And he will just go silent. And as soon as you let him go, he will be quickly moving back and then going into what he can do as a run, moving away from you.
All right. That's fine. I'm gonna get in the car and go return the purse to the lady that he stole it from, or go look for her to try and return it, and ask Alice to help me look out
Mm-hmm.
for her.
You go back there and you quickly do find her as she's kind of crying on the side of the street, shouting out for someone to help her. But as you approach, she'll kind of light up and see her bag. And she tries to offer you a $20 note just as thank you.
I'm gonna like just hold my hand up and say, "Don't mention it. It's just my job. But do try to be a little more safer."
She will thank you. And this time, much more quickly, begin to move through the streets.
I'm just gonna get in the car, and then I'm gonna go just sit outside biker club for a few minutes, and then head back to the coterie.
Okay.
Just pin down the address and everything. Keep that for note for future feeding.
Next, Nathaniel, you go off on your own to feed. Where would Nathaniel go to feed?
I suppose into a bar or a nightclub.
Okay. You make your way to one of the more popular nightclubs, and you're quickly let in as the bouncer seems to know who you are and will open up the way, making sure that no one kind of touches you and gets in your way as you enter. And as soon as you do notice that a few people on the inside also notice who you are. And every now and then, someone will run up to you and say, "Oh my god, I saw you in that play. You were amazing. Uh, have you got anything else coming up?"
Well, I like to keep those things secret. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
I'll be there. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, you're too kind. I won't say no to a free drink.
And they will kind of lead you over to the bar. And you'll notice that you're getting a small crowd around you, people that seem to know the arts a little bit better, and both male and female. So, what is Nathaniel's preference when it comes to feeding?
Mm, he doesn't really care as long as the person's more easy to get.
Mhm. In that case, you'll see a kind of dark-haired, quite tall man, very muscular, will walk over to you, very well dressed, and all kind of designer labels, and he'll kind of move his head closer to yours. Hi, I can see that you've got a little bit of a crowd coming around you.
I tend to attract crowds, yes.
What are you, a celebrity or something?
Um, I'm a Broadway actor. Nathaniel Cross, the name.
Nathaniel Cross. Huh. Well, maybe you'd like to have a drink with me?
Oh, I'd love to. And he gives him a smile.
In that case, he will order you a drink, and he will kind of gesture to follow him, as it looks like he has one of the VIP booths in the back. Do you go along?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. You make your way in the back, and he kind of out of sight of most people, and he will kind of sit down with you. So, lucky me running into a celebrity on my first night in town. David, and he'll offer you his hand.
He'll shake it.
Huh. I'm a sales manager here with one of the studios. So, you're a Broadway actor. Hmm. Well, I've got to say that I'm kind of annoyed at myself that I haven't seen anything you're in. My fault, of course. Do you say anything?
I mean, it's it's fine. There's a lot of talent out there that I'm sure needs your attention.
Well, I was thinking a Broadway actor, such as yourself, and with your looks, I was wondering if you were maybe looking to move to the main stage, more of a movie role or even TV. You see, I can pull some strings. I have a few friends, and maybe I can make something happen. Well, if you were to spend some time with me.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I'm new in town. I could maybe use a friend. Maybe we could go back to my place and talk.
he chuckles at that and nods his head.
In that case, why don't we get out of here?
Sure, sure. Lead the way.
He will make a path for you through the crowd, heading to the exit. And as he leaves, you will kind of see him talk with the valet, and quickly a beautiful car, very expensive, will pull up, and he will open the passenger door for you.
He'll enter.
He'll enter on the other side. Well, I'm fast becoming your #1 fan. And he will quickly take off, which is a little disturbing how quickly he kind of drives away. Definitely not safe, but you can see that he has some arrogance on those shoulders. And through the night, he will quickly make his way to a high-rise building, and he'll kind of get a little cocky here and look over at you and just kind of give you a wink. Nice, isn't it?
It's not bad.
Hmm. Well, I guess I'll have to impress you a little bit better. Come on up. And he will make his way into the building, into the elevator, and almost to the top floor. Quickly moving into the room, you'll see beautiful furniture, very expensive artwork, and as the Toreador you are, walking into this room is like heaven. It is beautiful, filled with very expensive things, beautiful paintings, and with that, you're gonna have to make a roll. So, Nathaniel, could you please make me a willpower roll? Oh, no problem. Like every roll that you make, it's a critical. Ah! Okay, so you move into the room and you kind of feel that urge, that curse of your clan beginning to take over, and you can't help but look at these paintings and these figures and these statues and just the furniture itself, and you can feel it building up, but you tense your arm and forcibly take a breath, and you manage to keep in control as you move in. Can I get you a drink?
Um, sure. What do you have?
Well, I'm a whiskey man myself, but pretty much anything.
I'll take a whiskey then.
He will
Um,
take out.
I'd I'd also like to activate Blush of Life.
There it is. Okay, make a rouse. You go up in hunger. At 4 hunger, you begin to feel the beast inside wanting to claw out. And this person, you don't you there is a part of you deep inside that no longer cares if you like him or not. You want to tear him open. and drink every drop that is inside. He will walk over to you and offer you the drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
He will drink.
Nathaniel will drink too, and then put his glass wherever there's a spot for him to place it. So, you wanted to talk?
Oh, well, we can talk now, or we could talk after.
I think I like the second option.
I knew I liked you. And he stands and will begin to take off his shirt and unbuckle his belt while walking towards the bedroom. What do you do?
He's going to follow suit, and once they're in the bedroom, he's just gonna uh kiss him.
You kiss him, and he will immediately take the more aggressive stance and kind of grab a hold of your arms and kind of quickly move you across and throw you onto the bed. Now, humans are, compared to you, even if you're a Toreador, still much weaker. But do you allow him to throw you onto the bed?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna allow him to.
And he will take off his jeans and remove his underwear and then begin to crawl on the bed towards you and then begin to kiss you from the chest up to the neck and then on the mouth. And you are free to bite away as we will begin to fade to black. The question is, how much do you take?
He's just gonna take two.
Oh. Well, there's the thing. As you taste the blood, as you bite into him, as he begins to kiss your neck, but then as you bite into him, you'll also bite into your shoulder. I need you to make another willpower check.
Oh no.
As you are at 4 hunger now.
Of course, Nathan with a crit earlier.
Okay, with only one success, Nathaniel, you have no choice. You will take 3 from him. Now, when you get to 1 hunger, you can choose to keep going or to stop.
He's going to stop.
Okay. Now, I see this taking part throughout the Fade to Black experience. And at the end, you will bite him over and over again, taking more and more. And he seems to be into it. And the more pain you seem to inflict on him, the more pleasurable it seems to become for him. And a few times he even bites back. But eventually, after taking 3, he will pass out. And you are left there in more ways than one, satisfied. What do you do after that?
Mm. It's probably there's not really any signify if there's going to be anybody looking for him soon, right?
Mm-hmm. You know that you've probably taken a little bit too much, and this guy's probably going to need to maybe spend a night in the hospital. But it's up to you what you want to do. He is conked out right now, but and you have his apartment to do with whatever you want. So, yeah, what do you want to do?
Mm. Hmm. Is there like any like sort of room service or anything in the building?
There is, and it would be easy for you to order some or get someone up here. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say to them? Do you just tell them to come up or order something?
No, he's for now just gonna ask them to come up.
Okay. Eventually, you'll hear a knock on the door.
Yeah, he's gonna. I mean, he got dressed. He's gonna open the door.
Okay. You see a quite short, but maybe in a mid-ages woman kind of looking at you. Yes, sir. What can I do you for?
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but I think my friend here, uh, he's had a bit of a rough night. Would you mind checking on him for me, later?
Um, sure. It's not something serious, is it?
Um, no, no, he'll be fine. But if he does get worse, please, maybe call the ambulance later on.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a note with people downstairs, and we'll come check on him every hour or so. Is that all right?
That would be perfect. Thank you.
Of course. Anything else, sir?
No, no. Thank you again. Um, you can leave now.
All right. Just call down if you need anything else. Um, good night.
Good night. And he'll close the door. He's also going to like take a piece of paper and like a pen that's lying around somewhere and write his phone number on it, and then he's just going to go back to the Cody's Haven.
Okay. You write down your number, leave it behind, and you make your way back home. And I'm just now looking at the chat that seems to be exploding in Discord. Okay.
It's just us screwing around.
Yeah.
So, next. Alia, what are you doing?
I am going to go hunting and find me some poor individual who happens to be far too isolated for their own good.
Okay. You can make a hunting roll. Or where would you usually like to go?
I would say stay in our domain, but I'd rather piss off the anarchs. So I'm gonna hunt right on the edge of anarch territory, wherever that like gray area is, where nobody really has control,
Yeah, let me
but sort of
just.
more towards the anarch side of it.
There you go.
That irritation level, that political irritation level.
Okay. So you make your way to the boundaries of the Anak's territory, and you wish to feed there. Very well. Make me a hunting roll. Okay. Now, is there any preference that you enjoy?
No, I just have the one limitation, and that's it. Other than that, it's whoever's walking down the street.
Okay. In that case, you see what would be kind of a older man walking down the street. Not old, but you can see a few grey hairs, and he's wearing what looks to be a leather jacket, and he would fit in like a biker's club, and looks to be probably does own a motorcycle, and he is just kind of walking past you.
All right, I will quietly, using silence of death, just stalk him until it's opportunistic, until he's gonna fall out of sight of anyone or any cameras, and then I'll go for it.
Okay. And you do, as you kind of stalk him until he is completely alone, out of view of any CCTV. You will kind of yes. So, I believe your feeding type is what again? Let me have
Sorry, alley cat.
Right, that makes sense. Okay. So you kind of pounce on him on the back and quickly sink your fangs into the neck. How much do you take?
I will take dose 2,
2. Okay.
but I will ensure that his head can't turn and see me.
Okay, in that case, as soon as you're done feeding, what do you do as he is still awake and now struggling and getting violent?
I will lick the wound shut, and then I will vanish or run away.
Okay, he'll
Like
quickly
shove him to
turn.
the basically shove him to the ground, and then while he's going to the ground to the left, I'm dodging to the right.
Okay, you throw him to the ground, and all you hear as you disappear into the night in a nearby alleyway, you just hear, "Come on then! Who did that? Who the fuck just bit me? Hey! Hey!" And the shouting will slowly fade as you get further and further away. What do you do from there?
I will start progressing toward. Hold on, my brain just fried. Be there in half a second. I will progress my way towards Jessica's place of work, but en route I will give a call to my just a follow up call to my contacts in the smuggling biz and stealing biz to see what's going on, if there's anything happening in town, anything of note, any information that I worth knowing or looking up or looking into.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
And any news about, and I'll just, they're not kindred, but any news about any kind of like, to stick with what I previously said.
They are not in the kindred world.
Right, so that's, no, my brain got ahead of myself. My mouth got ahead of my brain.
Okay. So, news-wise,
Maybe there's something new in the museum, or somebody's looking for some artifacts or some books or something like that. Something that might be worth my interest, or just something like that.
Roll me a wits and your contacts, as well as your politics.
Don't go and pick my strength or anything like that.
Ooh. Okay.
There we go. That's all I need, right?
Yep. First things first, could you grab your token, drag it out onto the map, and then click on it? And at the top, you should see something that says, yeah. Hang on, what does it say? Compulsions. Hit that for me. Okay. As you're getting the news from around the city and things that are happening, you can't help but feel out of place. And the beast inside seems to be riling in its cage as you get this urge to just do harm to something or someone. And just keep that in mind when you are role playing in the future. Now, with a messy critical and a 6 at that, you will make me a another wits politics roll, as you may have just found something.
I really figured politics was going to be like useless for me at this point.
1. Okay. You get the news that a number of books and pages.
Wait. Hold on, boss. I didn't subtract 2 dice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm blowing the whistle on myself.
You are a bad, bad boy. Okay.
Okay, better.
So, the news is around town that a number of books and pages have been stolen from around town, and the word is that they're being smuggled out of the country. And this is not just Chicago, but there are rumors that this is happening in multiple places throughout the US, and it is causing a bit of a stir in the underground scene as someone is paying big money for these books and pages to be stolen and then smuggled out of the country.
I think I'm going to harm whoever's making the money on it, not me. Okay, that's a good. I'll keep that in mind when I go poking around. See if I ask around about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you make your way back to the club. Or to the club.
Now, is there anyone that just, seems to be like a bit too hedonistic on the way?
Make me a wits awareness. Jesus.
I can't lose tonight.
So, as that is another messy critical, do they stack? I cannot remember.
I will let.
You made them stack for me.
I will go with whatever the house rule is. How about that? Whatever you say.
I did make them stack for you. So yeah, click on your token and hit that same button again. As oh my god.
Everybody ready for a masquerade breach? Just stand by.
Okay. So as you're walking through the streets and the beast is feeling out of control right now, you can't help but getting angrier and angrier, and just now learning that someone out there has been, taking these things that, it's your type of territory. That pisses you off, and you can't help but have the feeling of wanting to dominate whoever this person is, wanting to dominate someone, just wanting to, show your status, show what you've got, and making someone beg and feel littler than you are. And you now also have that to roleplay with. But with a 4, you do see someone kind of passing on the street. Looks to be a little bit tipsy, but yeah.
Yeah, a little bit tipsy's not quite enough. You can look for
Okay.
somebody who's a little more sinful.
Okay. In that case, with a 4, you see someone who looks to be not just drunk, but actively doing drugs with what look to be 2 other females.
Are they in a spot where they're observed by others, or are they kind of somewhat isolated?
They're somewhat isolated. They're walking through, maybe making their way back home, and kind of, just making their steady way. They're about to pass you.
All right, fair enough. Let's do this.
Oh my
I will
God.
make a point to stand in the way of the biggest one if they're stronger, whoever looks the most dominant of the 3.
Okay. There are 2 females and 1 male, and the male is much bigger and taller than the rest, so he would be the one you would probably stand in front of. And as you stand in front, they will kind of look to move around you, but I'm guessing you kind of stop them from doing that.
And I will immediately slam him against the wall as hard as I can.
Okay.
Not with a weapon, just push.
In that
Just
case,
push.
you,
No weapon.
you slam him against the wall, and the girls will immediately go in. What are you doing? Hey, let him go.
Do
And
you
he
not
will-
realize he's leading you astray? You're condemning yourselves. And I'll push him again. Make sure he can't get up.
Get the fuck off me, bitch, before I knock
Maybe
you to the
bounce his head
ground.
off. Oh, this time I'll push him so his head. Bounces off the wall.
Okay, in that case, now, could you make me a strength brawl
Will do.
against his strength brawl? That is a 2 success. That is a 3. Okay, so he begins to fight back, grabbing you by the arms and just, let go of me, bitch. And as he says that, you grab him by the neck and launch him into the ground. And he even slides across the ground, just maybe a few feet. The girls will look at you, almost not realizing what they're seeing. This amount of strength out of this small frame of, and they'll quickly take a step back. And one of them will say to you, "I'm calling the cops." And she'll take out her phone and begin to dial.
I'll slap it out of her hands.
Easy enough to do. It goes across the street and smashes. And the guy will kind of look at you in shock as he's just been thrown to the ground. Quickly stands up and he's going to go for a punch. Make me a dexterity athletics.
You're picking my strengths again.
That is a 4 successes on his behalf. Ooh. Okay. He will run up to you and punch you in the face. And even though he is immortal, it hurts. And you can't help but feel that you've taken some damage. So you take 2 superficial damage. What do you do now?
I'm going to smile and bounce him off the wall some more.
Okay. This time make me a strength brawl one more time.
Well, let's do this. No, I got a better idea. This time I'm going to grapple him, standing up and just squeeze the life out of him.
Okay. In that case, you begin to wrap around him. Make... Yeah, make a... This would still be a strength brawl. Make that, and he will make... Also...
Where are my messy criticals now?
I know. Okay. Oh, I just realized what I did. I used the wrong stat for his attack against you. Let me re-roll that. I used melee instead of brawl when he punched you. Hang on 1 second.
You could just use his occult knowledge. That would be nice too.
He got a 1, which means you take only 1 superficial then, not 2. But
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, he kind of still, and he is pretty strong for a mortal, and he kind of moves your arms to the side and just says, "What the you crazy bitch!" And he will kind of just look around what to do. Are you doing anything?
I'm gonna get a roll eventually. It'll happen. It will.
Oh, did you roll again?
I rolled for the second one. I didn't roll for this most recent one.
Ah, wait. So what are you doing exactly? What are you doing to him?
I'm gonna smash his head into the wall.
Okay. Then
I have to do harm, right? I have to do significant harm. So let's do it.
Okay.
And I'll call him a heathen at the same time.
Hell yeah. In that case, let me. As this is getting more and more serious, and more people are beginning to look at this noise. So, as you kind of grab him, make me another strength brawl. 2 successes. Okay. Okay. Wait, that's not right. 1, 2. No, why did it roll that many dice? Strength.
Well, I'm impressed nonetheless.
Hang on, that is not right. There you go. Oh, well, he still got 3. Jesus, this human is one of the most annoying pains you've had the mispleasure of coming across, as he seemingly just does not stay down as he gets back up, and then he seems to go into more of a stance and will again try to punch you. Make me a dexterity athletics. That's a 2. You need to get a 2.
Mathematically impossible.
Okay, a 1. He punches you again. You take another superficial damage, and the question is, at this point, would your character get more serious? Would they pull a weapon? Would they try to bite? Would they use some of their abilities?
Okay, I'm going to say they would pull a weapon because they are under the compulsion.
Okay.
And
What
this
weapon?
is an opportunity. I have a long knife.
Okay. You pull the knife, and the 2 women will immediately run and begin to scream at the top of their lungs. The man will quickly kind of take a step back. Whoa, all right, that's enough. I can give you my wallet. Here, just take it, and he'll throw it at you.
As he holds the wallet, I'll say, I don't want your wallet. I want you to go to church today.
All right. I promise. I'll go
Well,
to.
that doesn't see. I don't have confidence in that. Say it with some confidence.
I'll go to church. I'll pray. I'll say 50 Hail Marys. I promise.
Kick him in the head once for good measure and run away.
Okay. As he is not expecting it, and now in a standoff posture, you kick him in the head, and he will bang it into the wall, and you watch as a bit of blood begins to trickle down, and you will quickly make your way away from this scene, and you'll hear him not shout anything towards you, but you will hear him quickly running away the opposite way that you're going. I need artwork of that scene. Go to church.
You know what they say? You know what they say? Just don't be a thing. Be zealous.
Go to church. But yes, you seemingly have just embarrassed, and I would say yes, with what you did, you would get past your 2 compulsions, as you did dominate him and you did hurt him.
Outstanding. Now I just got to deal with the police for the next week.
But where do you go from there? Do you make your way towards Jessica's club?
Yeah, I'll just go a circuitous route.
Okay. In that case, Jessica and TT, you guys make your way, and does Jessica have a car?
No, she lives in the city, so she usually takes like taxis and stuff.
Okay.
Not a huge deal.
In that case, you both get into a taxi, make your way to the club, and Jessica, please describe. Oh, what's that?
Gotta stop and pick up some drugs.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And you're complaining about me.
I listen. This is the beginning of the unholy trinity truly coming into play. We're going to a strip club, but we got to stop for drugs first.
Nothing bad's ever happened with that.
No, never.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
But yeah, you I'm guessing you would have your own dealer ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you pick up, what type of drugs would you like to pick up?
Just party drugs. Nothing super bad or hard, but just party drugs, some coke, poppers,
Okay.
and stuff.
In that case, easy enough to do. You pick them up and quickly make your way back into the car. Do you tell Jess what you're doing?
Oh, he just show her. Party favors. And
I
also
like
like
where you're going with this.
$500 in 10s, 20s, and 5s.
Okay. In that case, eventually you will pull up outside the club. Jessica, on the outside, what does the club look like? Describe it to TT.
So it looks like on the outside, like it's like a theater, like a stage production theater. There's a marquee that says live dancers. It's very, very, very pretty. It's a nice red building. It looks like it has like a hint of luxury in it. Windows have like pictures of just like models and stuff. Very pretty people, both men and women. So
This is upscale.
yeah, I don't like working in the really trashy ones. Here security's a little bit better. Clientele's a little bit nicer, except for the ones that call you. Well, you'll hear in the inside.
Well, I can't wait to see you dance.
You're the only one in the coterie that really knows what I do, so I would appreciate it if we kept it on the hush hush. Mostly because I don't want to be branded as that one college kid who's doing this to pay off their tuition or whatever bullshit excuse the girls make up.
He blinks. Really? If you say so. But girl, if I look like you and can dance half as well as I think you can, best believe the world would know.
I'm a bit of a I do this more on the down low. Believe it or not, my trust that my respect from the coterie would probably go down if some of them found out what I did.
Silliness. But TT keep his mouth shut. Mom's the word.
Thank you. And she'll go and open up the door for him.
Okay.
Didn't you invite Aaliyah?
Oh, I'm gonna let her figure out what she's getting herself into on her own. But it's only because once in a while you need to establish that it is. She's a. She seems like she's a bit and no offense to her, she sounds. I think she might have a bit of a stick up her ass, and I think she needs to have a little bit of fun.
Click, click, click. He goes in the room.
Yeah.
I need to ask, TT, when you awoke and before you left, and this is a real question, did you put on your makeup?
Of course, no one has seen him without his face.
Okay. Okay. So you enter on the inside and you see a bunch of mostly men, but a few women there, kind of just enjoying their time. And this seems to be a more up-class place. There are no people, throwing money in the air and swearing and shouting at the top of their voice. They are more sat down at little tables and enjoying a drink while watching the show. And it definitely is respectable in a way, as people on the inside seem to be of a higher class. Not all, but most. And on the inside, what do you guys do?
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring TT back to meet Hector because this is his domain.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Okay. So you make your way to the back room and knock, but I'm guessing Jessica would just not wait and barge in.
Yeah.
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 And as you do, you'll barge in and you'll see Hector kind of typing away on the computer, and then he'll see you and just, I shut the fucking door for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Glad we had this talk. I want to introduce you to somebody.
Another one of your boyfriends? Great. That's fine.
No. TT, this is Hector, my boss. And my sire.
Ooh.
And another one of my little boyfriends.
All right.
Look here, bitch. You can't just take all the fine ass mints in the city now, okay? There's a finite amount in Chicago, and I feel like you are meeting your quota.
Well, it's nice to meet you, TT. Is that right?
Hector, huh?
So
It's blatantly checking Hector out.
You can see that he is blatantly seeing that you're checking him out, and you can tell that he is taking a stance of tensing in some places and letting you look him up and down. And how do you know my partner in crime?
We roommates, so to speak.
Wait, roommates? You got rid of your the other one, the what was his name again?
No, Tommy's
pet.
still there. Tommy's still there.
No, not that idiot. The other one.
The other idiot.
Which
yeah,
other idiot?
Apparently, you
Gotta be
live
a
with
bit more
many.
specific.
your roommate. Your
Which roommate?
the gay
Nate.
one. Yeah,
Nate.
yeah.
Oh! I gotta introduce you to Nate. I feel like you would love him, TT. He is so sweet. Not our Nate from Coterie. My
Okay, stay on
roommate,
track here.
Nate.
Stay on track.
Okay, I'm sorry. Shut up.
You just hiding them in the closet, huh? Mm-hmm.
She wishes.
Yeah, I do. I haven't had a chance to go back to the apartment yet. I'm not gonna lie. We just got back into town a couple days ago. I need some time to kind of be in a good headspace to talk to Nate. I don't think he's fully ever forgiven me for the attack.
Honey child, look, a good day at the spa, a new bag, some shoes, clear that right up.
I think you would really like Nate.
You know,
But
TT, your style and how you address people. You looking for a job?
I don't mind keeping busy. What you got in mind? Working for you, working under you. I can do it all.
whoa.
Well, we have a few clientele who prefer the more the less fairer sex, and well, can you dance?
Can I dance? Actually, I don't know if we can dance. What's athletics?
You could argue performance. You could argue performance.
Let me
Yeah,
check your stats.
Let me check my stats.
TT all talk. He just say shit.
Can I dance?
I don't even know.
Just all talk all the time. You know, with your athletics and your dexterity, you know, you can move. You're not a professional like Jessica would be, and you don't really have the performance, but yeah, you could, you know, shake it.
Yeah, flips the tail of his head wrap over his shoulder. I got a little something. Bust a move every now and then.
Well, all right then. If you ever need a job, someone like yourself, I could see them doing pretty well. And I've got to admit, you definitely keep bringing them back, and he'll actually chuckle with that.
Yeah, cast a glance at Jessica, you know, because it's her safe space, more or less. So he's kind of like,
Listen, you and I would have two different types of clientele. If you want to take a job here, be my guest. It's actually a pretty safe place to work at.
I have good pay. You'd be able to buy more of that. I can see designer clothes you like to wear.
You got good pay? Where the hell am I? Have you been
Shut
skipping out
up.
me then?
Hey,
Yeah,
be grateful, okay? I watch your back.
I know.
you know what? I would love to pick up a few shifts. Ugh, I've been at odds with myself.
And you get to keep every tip that you make. I've walked out of here with like $1,000 one night.
Honey, you are worth $1,000 and more.
Hector will kind of cock his head to the side. Maybe about 1,700. And then smile at you heavily, Jessica.
She just flips him off.
Nice. Well, if you're really up for this, TT, maybe you could give me and Jessica a dance right here.
TT rises, spins around. Yeah,
Mm.
there you go.
He will
Aha.
start playing some music.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay. You can willpower if you want.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
You can roll. I think. Yeah, you can do it to that 2 and the 1.
1, 2. Aha, so 2. I'm loading this slowly. Yeah! 4.
Ooh, okay, 4. So, as he kind of sits down on the sofa after playing some music, God, I have no idea what type of music back in 2002.
Oh, I've got a playlist if you ever want it.
Yes, please send it.
I'll send it your way.
But it is, more poppy and, something that is being played over the radio quite often right now. And he kind of sits back and sits with Jessica, and they both kind of watch you go and what you can do with this music. And with 4 successes, Jessica, you might have a run for your money. And with 4 successes, he is on your level, maybe even better. But you can see that Hector is kind of giving the wide eyes, and you know this look in his eye as money, 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 money. And he kind of just nods along as you go and go, and then when you finally finish, he will kind of stand and I think you'll fit right in here.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Slowly turning the coterie into strippers. Let's go.
I think we can get in the thing, bro.
He crits, gets 9 successes. Oh my god.
Yeah. Just like, oh my god.
He spins so fast he starts flying in the air, Jesus.
No, we've got the heterosexual, we got the homosexual, and now we'll have Nathaniel be the sword dancer.
Oh my god.
Hey, that'll work.
Oh my god. But yes, he will kind of give you the offer, and out of game, are you really going to take him up on that offer?
Why not work like 2 nights a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a dancing buddy now.
In that case, Weird, make a note on your sheet that quite literally Hector is now your employer.
What are the... So he pauses, looks at Hector. What are the fraternization policy?
Ah, there it is. All right. Nothing in the club. Outside, you're all free to do wherever the fuck you want to do.
Specifically with you.
With me? Huh. Well, get to know me and keep bringing me clientele, and maybe we'll see where it goes.
I takes it. What's the name of the club?
Yes.
It's in my backstory. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Send it to Weird when you have the time.
It's the Admiral Theater.
Okay.
And he will kind of punch you, Jess, on the shoulder as a way to ignore you, and also to just kind of like, yeah, thanks for bringing him here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I know how to pick 'em, Hector.
well, I'd say you're 50-50 with that. Tommy, I get why you brought back the puppy dog.
Gotta give him a job too, you know that, right?
Ha 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 ha. That's funny.
She just deadpans him.
Ha.
He certainly has the body for it. I'm just saying.
I was thinking more security
Mm-hmm.
or a bartender. Something to
Ooh.
get him a little bit of income while we figure out his shit.
Bartender's a good idea. People like to talk to pretty bartenders.
I'm true.
Both of you
But
make me charisma persuasion checks.
can I add my looks to it?
Yes, you can add your looks.
I ain't being sneaky as fuck.
Charisma and persuasion. Use a seduction. No.
I'm just saying, like, they buy all those drinks, pour their woes out to him, a little bit of practice on his part. You double your take at the night.
Oh my god.
I'm just in assistant capacity.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll this. I'm just throwing my 2
Oh.
cents in.
Do you have any dots in persuasion?
I do.
Can he give me the teamwork
Yes,
thing so I
he
can roll an extra d10?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'll just roll one more d10 then. Oh, 5 successes.
Nice.
Fine, I'll give him a job behind the bar, but if he breaks anything, it comes out of your paycheck.
I'll make it up to you.
Yeah,
And
you
she
always
just
say that.
smiles. Do I ever fail you?
I mean, you brought Tommy here, so
She's gonna punch him. Not like hard, but like a stop type of punch.
So, did you come here just to show off your new friend?
No, I came here to work.
Oh yeah, you have been slacking off over the last few days.
I've kind of been out of the country, Hector.
Well, that's no excuse. Get to work.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just astral project myself right to the club next time. My bad. I'm
Oh
sorry to
shit,
inconvenience you for
you're a
one night.
Malkavian now. Wow.
Ah, yeah. See, I got embraced one day before I met you, and I'm actually just a shithead Malkavian.
Maybe not the Malkavian, but I'll let you have the other part.
Ooh.
And he will just
You're a
begin to
bitch.
chuckle.
And she just walks
Take
out.
one to know one.
Ah, I'm sure it does.
This gonna be fun. Click, clack, click.
And she's gonna take her black bag and throw on her work uniform and go out and see how much she can make. Before she does, she is gonna pop back into Hector's room and just, you're cool if I eat, right?
Yeah, I'm cool. Just be careful.
You know me, I'm always careful. And she's gonna totally never frenzied before in my life.
God. So, as this is your place of business, make me a flat hunting roll here.
Okay.
And it is very easy for you to get what you need here.
Yep, I can add my specialty and my look smarts to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Easy enough. You pick your type and lure them into a private dance area where how much would you like to take?
Just one.
Okay. Just one. Now. Yep, you were about to say something?
I was gonna lick the wound clean, and see if there was a way that I could roll for resonance.
You can. Click on your token, and at the top, you should see blood resonance. Click on that.
Okay. I gotta pull my token out.
And technically, anyone who ever feeds also should be doing this. Clicking your token, hit the blood resonance, because you may get a disgracia.
Ooh.
Get a what?
Disgratio.
Yeah, it is
Super resonance.
vampire drug, basically.
Mhm.
It is the most potent of blood, the rarest of blood that vampires will fight and sometimes even kill to make sure they have. It also gives you bonuses.
Should have rolled that earlier then.
You can roll it now. It's fine. Nathaniel, you can do the same, and Aliyah.
Do we just drag our tokens out to?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay.
I'm the only person who's sad right now.
Why are you sad right now?
No, I got melancholic resonance too.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we're all angry and sad.
We just all up in our feels.
I
Well,
mean,
we
Yeah.
all here, so
Oh my god, literally all angry and sad.
Wow.
We're like a walking mental health clinic.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess passionate too.
But as you guys are separated and you're all, going about your business, and Jessica, you're still in the room with the guy and just preparing to kind of make your way back in. He leaves, and you touch yourself up, make sure you're dressed.
Yep.
One second. Jessica,
what you do?
Yes.
you're 1-2. Brandon, you're 3-4. Nathaniel, 5-6.
Right.
Okay.
Oh shit. I don't like this.
So Brandon would be making his way back home.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're with Alice, Brandon,
Mhm.
and you're walking down the street, not really speaking, and you're almost home. And
No, we'd be in the car.
yeah, sorry, you'd be parking up and making your way inside. Actually, yes, you would be at the coterie by now. In fact, let's move you there and get rid of everyone else. As you enter the home, Alice will kind of speak with you for a moment and then make her way into her room, leaving you alone. And as you're kind of just relaxing, maybe seeing what's on TV, maybe getting some business done, looking into some things, you will hear a noise outside in the backyard. What do you do?
I'll rush to it with my gun behind my back.
Okay. You quickly begin to make your way through the house. And you look outside. There doesn't seem to be anything there. Do you go outside or just stay inside?
I'm gonna stand in the doorway and say, "Announce yourself."
Okay.
Can I roll search check to see if I
Mm-hmm.
notice anything.
Wits awareness.
I will rouse for this, as this is probably pretty important. After I started. Okay. 4 successes.
4 successes. You do not see anyone, but you see what looks to be a ball begin to roll out of the darkness near the back tree of this house, and it kind of rolls near the the back door that leads into the backyard.
I'm gonna point. Does it look like somebody did one of those like creepy, like
It looks like a soccer ball.
yeah, I'm definitely pointing my gun at it and say, announce yourself.
You will then see, coming out of the darkness and around from the tree, what looks to be a small person, and you can't really see their faces at first, but as they get closer towards the house going for the ball, you will see a familiar face, a face that you have not seen in a very long time, a face that is impossible to see. You see your son, and he is walking towards the ball.
And okay. Uh, and he looks like, when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I'm going to keep my gun pointed at him. No, I'm gonna keep my gun pointed above him, pointed towards the, central of the darkness, and say, there's no way. Who are you, and what are you doing?
The little boy will pick up the ball and then look up to you. Dad, are you coming out?
I'm gonna like keep the gun lifted and slowly approach. Before I leave, I'm gonna tell Alice. No, actually, I'm not. Yeah, I'll just slowly approach. Like, I'm gonna keep the gun lifted above the boy, aiming towards like the darkness where he came from, and keeping my eyes there. And with one hand, I'm gonna reach out to touch him and say, and call again out to the darkness and say, this is a false representation. There's no way he would look like this now. Who are you?
Don't be silly, Dad. Come on, let's go play. And he will begin to move away from you, more into the center of the backyard, and he will begin to bounce the ball.
Is there some type of role I can see to see if there's something going on? Because it's been way too long for him to still be a kid.
Make me a intelligence occult. You have no idea what's happening.
Uh, I'm gonna keep walking forwards. Um, I'm going to use the hand that I was like trying to reach out for him, and I'm going to text Jess and say, uh, at Haven, something's wrong.
Okay. Now, you text her, and it goes. And a second later, you'll get a text back, and it just says, "Let's play."
And is that from Jess's number?
It is.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Hold there.
hmm.
Now,
I don't like this.
Child.
Nathaniel, could you drag your token onto the map? Oop, sorry, wrong map. There you go. Onto this map. Now, Nathaniel, you're making your way back home, and taking your time, walking through the streets, and going through some dark alleyways, and thinking about the experience that you just had. It's been a while for you, and maybe even hoping that he'll call you back. And as you're walking in one of the dark streets, you'll see a man beginning to walk towards you. And the more steps he takes, the more you seem to recognize him. As you see this individual walking out the shadows, out of the night, towards you.
Ah, fuck.
He will lock eyes with you and smile. Nathaniel? Is that you?
Yeah. Tim, what a surprise to see you here.
Yeah. You look good. It's been a while. A long while. You notice he hasn't changed from the last time you saw him, Nathaniel. He has not changed in any way. So where have you been all this time?
Around, you look the same as the last time I saw you.
Yeah. I never really moved on after you left. Why did you leave?
I told you it was keep you safe.
And why did you need to keep me safe? Come on now, Nathaniel. You know me. Come on, let's talk like old times. And he will walk up to you and try to take your hand if you'll let him.
He's gonna keep his hand to himself for now.
Wow. I didn't think you'd be that way.
I told you, there's nothing that can happen between us anymore. It's for your own good.
Hmm. You see, I don't think it was the fact that you were trying to protect me from something. He gets closer to you. I think it was you trying to protect me from you. Right?
What do you want?
I just want to see you again. I want to feel you again. That's all.
Nathaniel's just gonna take a step back.
This new life you're living, do you enjoy it?
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
It's alright. You don't have to hide it from me anymore. I'm okay with it. I mean, who wouldn't want to live forever, Nathaniel?
Is there an alleyway nearby?
There is.
He's gonna drag him there. Before being like, who the hell told you about this?
You're much stronger now. A group told me about it. They told me everything. In fact, hold there. Jessica,
Mm-hmm.
you're in the back of the club,
Yes, I am.
alone, dressing,
Mm-hmm.
and you will hear the curtain kind of open and then quickly close. And looking behind you, you will see a very familiar face to you. What do you do?
Who is this face?
I forgot to move you. There you go.
Oh, shit. Ah, what are you doing here? I didn't know you came back.
I just thought I'd drop by, see how you were.
I'm doing good. How are you doing, girlfriend?
Good. Really good, in
Oh, good.
fact. But,
Good, good.
let's sit. I want to talk with you.
All right. Chill. Pat a spot on like a nearby couch.
So, how have things been with you?
Really, really good. I just got back from a trip to the UK. It was a lot of fun. I'm gonna be going back to school soon. How are you holding up?
I'm good. Really good. But, I'm glad that you're traveling, seeing the world. Any other news?
That I can think of. Might be moving out of Nate's place soon.
Oh, where to?
I found a couple of new roommates, and I know that Nate's been wanting to start dating again, and I don't want to get in his way, but I'm gonna help him pay for rent and stuff. Still, until he can find somebody else.
Maybe I can be that person.
I'm sure he'd love that.
Well, I'll have to
Yeah.
go speak with him then.
Yeah.
So, you said you went to the UK.
Yeah. It was nice. I didn't go much into the city. I mostly stuck towards this like small town, but
A small town. Hmm. What'd you do there?
Oh, you know, just sightseeing, checking out some of the local pubs. She's gonna get up and she's gonna get a glass of water and she's gonna start drinking it.
Does this mean you're gonna go out to the bar?
They have like bottles of water or something in like the back rooms. She'll grab one of those first.
They don't. You would have to leave and get one.
Yeah. So then she'll start. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. Do you want anything?
No, I'm fine.
All right. She's gonna go. She's gonna get like a random glass of like alcohol. It doesn't really matter to her.
Okay. As
She's.
you open up the curtain,
Uh-huh.
you open up with the music still playing in the club, and you open up and not realizing you take a few steps, and then you notice the entire club is empty. There is not a single person inside.
Not even TT.
Not even TT.
What the? I'm gonna turn back and I'm gonna look at her.
You get a drink?
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want anything?
Oh, I'm fine.
All right, Amy. She's gonna step to the bar, like just step behind the bar, grab a random bottle, and go back into the room. So what can I help you with?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to catch up. So you're telling me about the UK, and what were you doing there again?
It's just some sightseeing, is all.
Oh, come on. You're hiding something, and she'll begin to poke you. Tell me.
Fine. I met a guy there too.
A guy?
Yeah,
Is he cute?
he is. His name's Tommy.
Mm.
I'll have to
So you-
introduce you to him someday.
I'd love that. So you went all that way to meet a boyfriend? No.
No, like I said, I just went, I wanted to go see something that wasn't the back of a cow's ass or whatever Chicago has to offer, so I
She will clutch your hands, squeezing them warmly. Jessica, you don't have to lie to me. I know, it's fine. It's all fine. What were you really doing there?
What is there? What do you mean, know what?
I mean, there've been rumors, about your little trip. I mean, you were sent there, right?
Cut the shit, Amy. What do you know?
Oh, don't need to shout.
I'm not
just
shouting.
asking.
And I'm requesting. What do you know?
Well, I know that you were sent there. You know, the rumor mill. And, you had a little trouble there, right?
Maybe. Depends what you mean on trouble.
Well, it doesn't really matter about that. And she'll get closer to you. But, you came back in one piece. And you, I'm guessing you completed whatever you needed to do there?
Yeah. I guess you could say I did.
Great. That's fantastic. And she'll kind of grab your arm again. That's just like you. You've always been like that way. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Mm.
And you were rewarded at the end. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
Now, what were you rewarded with?
That is confidential information. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I have been told that all I need to do is keep it near and dear, and that is all I'm willing to give out.
So you have it on you.
Hmm. I never said that.
Well, you said it was near and dear. Could I see it?
She just shakes her head. Sorry,
Hold,
Amy.
hold there.
I c-
Brandon, you just got the text back from Jessica saying let's play, and your son is before you. What do?
Well, this ain't my son. It's been, yeah, 20 something years. This ain't my son. Uh, I'm going to walk forward and say, cut the shit. If you're really into my mind, you know that I would understand this isn't my son.
What do you mean, Dad? Of course I'm your son.
Hmm. Uh,
Is Mom back
I'm.
yet? Maybe we can all play together.
What hunger am I at right now? I'm going to attempt to. No,
Stop
first
there.
I'm going. Okay.
As you asked about hunger, you feel something very strange that you haven't felt in a very, very, very long time. Something that you thought was very difficult to obtain. And only a few times you've had this feeling before. At this moment, looking at your son, looking around at the night sky, you are not hungry at all. You feel no hunger. Carry on.
Is this like altering my mind or anything, or am I still able to like consciously, think about this?
You can do whatever you want. But right now, you just do not feel hungry.
I'm going to say I'm going to put the gun back into my waist, and I'm going to say, look, if you want to talk, then say what you came here to say. I refuse to fall for this, whatever this is, and whoever you are.
Mum should be back from the trip real soon. I, I thought I was going to be lonely again, but she'll be back soon. And your trip, you came back. What did you do there, Dad? Tell me about it. What was that place like?
I'm going to walk up and backhand this kid.
Okay. You reel back and slap the child across the face. He falls to the ground. Why did you do that, Dad? And he begins to sob and cry.
Is there anything nearby to sit on?
Nope.
Like a chair or something? I'm gonna like crouch, you know, those crouches where like you kind of lean on your knees, but you're not like you're still on your feet, but you lean down on your knees.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna do one of those squats and I'm gonna say, first off, my son was like this many years ago. Secondly, my wife was dead. And third, surely my son wouldn't know about this trip.
It's okay, Dad. I forgive you. Uh, I get it. It's because what you are now. You get angrier. But I'm okay with it. And he'll go to hug you.
Can I attempt to mesmerize?
You can. So, do you do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to mesmerize.
Okay. Do not roll. As you look at the boy in the eyes and you use the power, the discipline, nothing seems to happen.
I'm going to run my tongue along my teeth and see if the fangs are still there.
You run them across, you feel them.
I'm gonna bite into my wrist.
You bite into your wrist, it starts to bleed.
Okay, I'm not gonna heal it. Do I take a point of damage?
You do not.
I don't like this. Damn you, Aiden. Uh, I'm just gonna sit there and stare at the kid. Well, whatever this is.
So, what was your trip like? You went to that place and you did something. Uh, did you meet anyone there?
I met Satan in the bowels of hell, and he
Stop being
looked like
silly,
you.
Dad. Stop joking. But you got that thing, right? That the golden thing. Yeah. Could I see it again?
I'm gonna just lean back and shrug, and I'm gonna attempt to smoke a cigarette. Since I don't feel the hunger anymore, I'm gonna attempt to smoke a cigarette and see if I can smoke it regularly.
You pull out a cigarette, you begin to smoke. You feel the smoke entering your lungs. Feels nice.
I'm just gonna lean back and stare at the sky, and this is where I start to ignore the child. Brandon's not okay with this.
Okay. Stop there. Nathaniel, you push him into the alleyway and he looks at you. Well, I didn't expect you to have that reaction. We're alright. And he will go to try and kiss you. What do you do?
He's gonna hold him at arm's length. Um, we're not all right. How how did you find out about anything? Who told you this?
Alright, I'll come clean. Some a group. They told me about you. About what you are, what your friends are, and where you went. Listen, Nathaniel, if you ever cared for me, you'll give me the coin, the gold one. They say if I don't get this for them, I'm dead. I get why you left, alright? I do understand. And all I wish now is to come back to you. But that can't happen until these guys get whatever that gold coin is. So please, please give it to me.
I can't. Look, I can protect you, but I cannot give you this coin.
Nathaniel, for us, please give it to me. I'm going to die.
Um, what if it's a trap?
We're running out of time, Nathaniel. Please. And with that, you will see blood beginning to fall from his head, from his hair, and you'll see a few drops, trickles of blood beginning to race down his face. I don't have long left, Nathaniel. Please give me the coin.
He's going to like put his hand where his coin would be, but then stops for a second and closes his eyes and just looks to the side. No, I can't.
You close your eyes and look away. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. He will begin to beg again. Nathaniel, you said you were going to protect me. Please, Nathaniel. Do you look?
He's going to look. Yeah.
You look back, and his eyes are turning red. Blood is beginning to stream from them. His nose, he's coughing up blood, and it looks like his skin is almost beginning to melt away. Nathaniel, please, please, save me.
Um, he's going to take out the coin and give it to him.
You take out the coin, and you hand it over, placing it in his hand, which will quickly close. He will stand up. There is no blood on him. There is no signs of any damage to his form. Thank you, Nathaniel. Thank you. You blink, and there is no one there.
Shit. He's going to attempt to call Brandon.
Hold that thought. And that is one coin down.
Isn't it two, technically?
Technically two.
You guys are fucking terrible at this.
Do you realize Mithros is not like the forgiving kind? You are aware of that, right?
Brandon's only able to like hold out on this just because of the fact that they used his son to fucking do this.
Okay, back with Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
She's still holding your hand.
Yeah.
So, can I see it?
No.
Don't be that way, Jess. Come on.
Amy, you know I wouldn't deny you if I knew that it was a good idea. It's not a good idea.
Look, Jess,
Amy. I promised that I'd keep you safe. And this is me doing so. Plus, I'm half convinced I'm hallucinating and you're not actually here, so.
Don't be silly. Listen. I know what you are. I know what your friends are and what you've been doing. I know that you're a killer. In a way, you even enjoy it. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it.
That's where you're wrong. You see, Amy, I don't like killing. I only do it when it needs to be done.
You're wrong. Deep down, you really love it. You love feeling the blood on your lips. You love feeling the blood over your body. Just like all of your kind do. And she will run her fingers through your hair, pushing it back. But it's okay.
You're not
Because I
real.
accept you.
You're not real.
I'm more than real. Now please, show me it.
No.
That's all I ask.
No.
If you don't show me it, then I have to go away. And I can't come back. Not ever.
You're not real.
Jessica, stop saying that. You're making me upset.
This isn't real.
Stop saying that, Jessica.
If this is real, what happened the day that you and I met? What did we do?
It's in the past.
No, tell me. I want you to tell me.
We became friends.
That's not what I'm talking about, and you know it.
Jessica,
No.
show me the coin.
No.
Give me the coin, Jessica.
No, Amy.
Jessica,
I think it's time for
please.
you to leave.
Jessica, give me the coin.
No.
Please, Jessica.
No! Absolutely not. Get.
Give me the coin.
What do you
No. I think it's time for you to go.
All right. I'll go. But don't worry. I won't be far away. And I'll come visit you soon.
I'm sure you will.
But in the meantime, you be good. And look after yourself, okay? Love you.
I love you too.
She will open the curtains and then quickly close them, disappearing out of sight. What do you do?
I'm going to open up the curtain again.
You see the crowd of people. You see TT chatting up a kind of handsome person in the back. Everything seems normal. And
I'm gonna close the door and make sure that I still have the coin on me.
okay, you quickly rummage through and you pull out the coin. You have it.
Okay.
And from there, Brandon, what are you doing?
Ignoring that child, smoking a cigarette, and letting my blood just trickle down my arm, staring off into the night sky.
Dad, can you show me that thing that you got? Dad. Dad, hello. And he'll shake you.
When he goes to shake me, I'm going to backhand him again. This time, I pull the gun out and I backhand him with the grip on the gun.
Okay.
And as he lands, I point it right at his face.
Well, as you strike him across the face with the gun this time, his head will turn, but then it will quickly turn back looking at you, not seemingly reacting. So you gonna show me?
I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Okay. You point the gun. Where do you shoot him at?
I'm going for right in between his pearly little blue toddler eyes.
Okay. You raise the gun, place it near the head in between the eyes, and fire. The gun flashes with light. You see no impact.
I throw it across. I just put it back in my waistband. Well, that was useless.
That was fun. Maybe I'll get to play with one. But will you show me that thing now?
Going back to puffing the cigarette, leaning back, ignoring him.
Dad, please. And he'll shake you again.
Can I see the porch to the
Mhm.
house, like inside the house and everything?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to finish the cigarette, flick it at him, and start walking back towards the house and say, "Fuck off, whatever you are. You're starting to make me mad."
You walk in the house.
That's what I'm going for, yeah.
Okay. As you open the door and walk in the into the house, you will take a step outside.
So I open the door from outside and then walk into the door going inside, but it leads me like I
Outside.
just stepped up. Okay. I'm going to check my phone to see if anything's come through and
You
just sit on the
see
patio.
maybe around 20 or so messages all saying, show him, show him, show him, show him, show him.
Yeah.
And at this
I'm
point,
going to just sit down on the patio.
okay, he will walk over to you. Dad, please let me see it. Please. Dad,
Who sent you?
no one sent me. I just want to see it. Show it to me. Let me see the coin, Dad. Let me see the coin.
Gonna keep looking past him.
He'll throw the ball in anger into the night. Show me the ball. Show me the coin, Dad. Dad, please. Dad, please. Dad, stop ignoring me, Dad. Dad. Do you do anything?
No. I'll light another cigarette and continue to ignore him.
Dad. And he will fall on the ground and begin to cry and scream like the child you once knew. Do you do anything?
Nope.
A good 2 minutes pass of this, with no change, him screaming for you, a child to his parent, over and over again. But eventually, the cries will stop, and he will look up to you with dry eyes. It's okay. You can show me next time. I gotta go now. But, I'll be back soon, okay? Okay? Love you, Dad. And he will
I'm
begin
gonna
to
say,
walk away.
as he begins to walk away, I'm gonna continue staring into the sky and say, sorry, I'm gonna say, go back to hell along with whoever sent you.
He will turn around and smile at you. See you next time. And then he will begin to almost skip away into shadows. And
I'm gonna
then
flick the
there's...
cigarette away before he disappears.
Okay. You do so. He disappears into these shadows. And he's gone. And in an instant, you quickly notice that there is a hole now where this entity was standing where you shot, and it just seems to appear. And you hear noises from the nearby buildings. It sounds like neighbors. Did you hear that? Did you hear that banging? And it all seems to be flooding as behind you, you see Alice. What's happening? What's going on?
It seems someone is deemed to pay a visit to us.
You look down at your arm where you bit. There is no marks. And you feel hungry again.
So the hole, is it from where I shot the gun, or?
It is where you shot the gun.
Okay. Can I go check to see if there's like any blood or anything like that?
From what? The kid?
Yeah.
There's nothing there. There are no footprints on the ground that would show that someone was walking there. There is no sign that anyone other than you was there.
I'm going to step back inside and check my phone now.
You have sent no texts. You have received no texts. Hold there.
Okay.
Nathaniel, you are alone. No one is around you. And you begin to get worried and worried about what just happened. Who was that? Was that really him? You gave away the coin. The others are going to be angry. What did you do? And as you're kind of racking your head around what just happened, you will begin to notice that your surroundings have changed. And you seem to be in not the streets. You seem to be in a blurred, in all directions, building. You hear talking, laughing. You smell smoke from cigars and the whiff of alcohol in the air. And then you see her. You see what looks to be a small girl sat in the middle of this place that you cannot really see. You see she's holding what looks to be a music box, and she notices you. Are you going to kill me?
Excuse me?
She will look a little bit sad. Who are you?
I'm Nathaniel. Where are your parents?
You'll notice one thing, Nathaniel. Her accent is British. It is very London-esque. And she will look up at you again, not replying to the question. Is it still raining outside?
Um, I'm not sure. Look, do you know where I am?
She will stand. And at this point, you will begin to smell more smoke, heavier smoke. Not from cigarettes or cigars, smoke of burning. And the room that you are in that you cannot really focus on, you cannot really see a clear picture or the people on the inside, you will see the light begin to change and flicker. And she will stand holding the music box. And you quickly realize that your surroundings seem to be catching on fire as this little girl begins to play her music box. And she begins to sing.
Fetch the engine, fetch the engine. Fire, 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 fire. Pour on water, pour on water. London's burning, London's burning. Fetch the engine, fetch the engine. Fetch the engine, fetch the engine. Fire on water, fire on water. Pour on water, pour on water.
All turns to dark. The flames disappear. The girl disappears. And you open your eyes. You know what just happened. You know that it happens quite frequently to your clan. A vision. And you look around and all you see are the streets of Chicago. And a lot more questions on your mind. And there, we will end tonight's game.